Choose your character.
Fight!
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
Yo, Toon, what's good, buddy? Yo, Dana, thank you for being first, buddy. King Smash now. I hope you're doing well, man. I completely forgot that Chocobo GP existed, man. I completely existed. Oh, I completely existed. I completely forgot. I like looking at all these characters though. A lot of them are like, they look like original characters, rather than being like Final Fantasy like. Yo, Doom, welcome. Thank you for being a number 2 today. Truly, the poop of the stream. I'm doing good today. I'm keen to get back into some Final Fantasy 2, man. It's been like what, 3 weeks? I think I had 2 Saturdays off, so it's like 3 weeks overall. Like day to day. It's too long. I have no idea what we're up to. I don't know what we're doing, man. Cream of the crop, Chumbo 4, my. He's so proficient at everything that he does. Holy shit. But yeah, I completely forgot. So Chocobo GP was it was a Switch exclusive, which is why I don't remember it too much. And what I do remember is it was absolutely crammed with like free-to-play things, microtransactions and things like that, where like it did not review very well at all. Average offensive upon its release, the game was criticized for the inclusion of heavily advertised microtransactions despite a $50 price tag, with fans comparing it to mobile games and things that are being nickel and dimed, criticizing the slow season pass progression and FOMO tactics. Following this backlash, a day after release, the game was adjusted to decrease the points needed to level in the season pass, with the stated intention of making sure everyone had the chance of acquiring the time-limited characters. Following the release of Season 5, Mithril is no longer available for purchase, with the items formerly exclusively purchased by Mithril added to the guild and ticket shops. Ooh. Ooh. I'm surprised this never came to anything else, to be honest. But I wonder if, like, I wonder if this is like salted the earth for a Final Fantasy kart game. Because I think too, with the like a Twisted Metal style game, where it's a little bit more like car combat, and you've got summons and stuff. I think I'd be on board with that, because looking at like the characters, it's so strange. It's so strange. Like you had like Chocobo, you had a Moogle, a couple of Moogles, then you had a bunch of Sherma from Chocobo Dungeon 2. Sid from Chocobo Dungeon 2, Irma from Chocobo Tales, Ben from Chocobo Dungeon 2, and yet Terra, Madwin, Vivi Steiner, and yet Ifrit, Titan, Sylph, Rama, Shiva, Racing Hero X, which I think is adorable, Gilgamesh. A lot of summons were just races. But I want to know about Mecha Chocobo. Mecha Chocobo is like the Metal Sonic that we need in Final Fantasy. Look at that design. I fucking love that. I think that's cool as hell. As a Chocobo GP before on Switch, I think it was like a SNES or PS1 maybe. Yeah, it was like Chocobo Racer or something like that. It was Chocobo Racing rather. PlayStation apparently. I've been compared to Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing. I don't think I've ever actually seen any gameplay. I've never seen anything about this. I don't know if it's well received, or it doesn't really say like one way or another. But honestly, the amount of characters in there, like I want to see this guy, man. Was he where are they from? Is a minor character and a boss in World of Final Fantasy. Is a Cogna resembling a Chocobo that means to create a new Chocobo world order. And it believes Chocobos are superior to humans for reasons unknown, and Moogle resides within its body. I need to play World of Final Fantasy. What's going on there? Yo, Octo, what's good, buddy? Octo, how are we doing today? Didn't Pokemon rip this design off? It wouldn't surprise me. Like they were all kind of cutthroat against each other at the time.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
That was especially looks great. Where are the articles though? Oh, they're out there somewhere. World of Final Fantasy was good fun. Yeah, I heard good things about it. Okay, another Destroy All Humans type. I mean, have you seen Humans recently? I struggle to tell them that they're wrong, honestly. Alright, other personalities. The trading card game? Hell yeah. In GP. Can you get it as like a player character though? Can you get it as a playable monster? You were welcoming them? That's okay then. There are people who love the original Chocobo Racing, but I think they even admit that nostalgia is a big driver. Was that a pun? Smashington, was that a fucking pun? Very well done. Other than that, you're vibing? That's fair, that's fair. I'm doing well today, I'm doing alright. I'm excited to boot up Final Fantasy 2 again. I don't know where the hell we are. But yeah, I completely forgot this was a thing. Because there is all the Final Fantasies I do want to platinum. All like the side games we have, we've got like Crystal Defenders, we've got World of Final Fantasy, King's Tale, Fortune Street. Fortune Street, I can't remember if that's like hard or not. 80 hours. God damn. God damn. Too Final Fantasy. It's all about family. Final Fantasy Snooze? Wait, what? And we got Dissidia NT, Dissidia Free Edition, which people talk about. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon we gotta do. Crystal Chronicles, Theater Rhythm, and then just all the numbered ones. I'm hoping by the end of the year I can get this block done. 1 to 6. We've done 1, we've got to do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we can do that by the end of the year. I'll be right. Live my life one summon at a time. That's responsible. Got a big headache? I'm sorry to be that headache. Have a good one, Dana. Take it easy, friend. Then we got to do Final Fantasy 13. 1, 2, and 3. Finish off Realm Reborn. We've got to do 7 Remake at some point as well. Fucking Christ. I'm hoping that from here on out, like, most Final Fantasies are only on PS5 rather than, like, 2 systems. The one thing that scares me is, do I want to do, like, every region of 15 and 7 Remake? Like, do I? Do I want to do that? Maybe, like, one every couple of years? Because you got to do, like, 5 different region locks of Monsters of the Deep and Comrades. Outrageous. Outrageous. Imagine how good I'll be at that game. Imagine how good I'll be. And this game, was this available only in Japan? Because the game might all be in Japanese, which I cannot read. There's a multiplayer. This is a third option. You're gonna battle online friends or against random players across the world. Target is to finish 50 multiplayer games and win 30 of them. You either get these trophies normally or find great gaming sessions here outside other players. I don't know if you can.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I was checking in. I am mostly awake. I'm mostly awake. I ate 4 crumpets for breakfast, so I'm buzzing on butter. I got the butter shakes. I don't know if you can play like via like PS Vita as well. If you play multiplayer with friends, they may connect by downloading the demo on PS4 and Vita, and it still counts if you win the game. Interesting. Interesting. That's not too bad. Depends on how, because you want to play 50 games. Where is online master? 50 multiplayer games. Your end doesn't matter. I'm with friends who connect. Connected by PSN or ad hoc. Games connected by ad hoc should count towards multiplayer. It's not terrible. Not bad, not bad. 100 games. It's supposed to just a grind. Not the worst thing in the world. I don't know if this is actually available anywhere. Like, let's have a look. Because I could like, we could like pirate it on PSN, but this will be only Japan, I reckon. I reckons is. Is it not? Is it not? Or will it be in its will be in, written in Japanese? It might be written in Japanese on the store then. That'd be a bit of a bugger. A series listing of this game? Situations the project leads public beta, I suppose. Public beta? I don't know what they're talking about here. How can I get this? How can we get this? Just be store, but can I use my buy the Japanese store, but you can also get a physical copy if you buy digitally. You won't be able to use a Western credit card. You need to add wallet funds. Buying a wallet online, that's fine. Is on the primary console, we'll be able to play a game that's for digitally downloaded games. Damn. I'm gonna be a bit of an arsehole, but once it's done, it's done. I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. Right, should we boot some game? Should we do it? There we go. Yeah. But can you believe we're almost like we're actively uninstalling so many games at the moment? I'm actually kind of into it. Smash, how's your marathon going? How was your marathon through 5 Nights ago, man? You gotta be out of the pixels now, right? You're into Polygon Land? I've been making huge bounces after 7. Fuck yeah, dude. How are you feeling about that? How are you feeling about the whole thing? Like you're now you're like 6 games into your 7th, and what? That's almost like halfway through the series via numbers. How are you feeling about that? All right, what we? Oh no, this is what do you call it? It's a full screen game, isn't it? Here is where we want to go. A huge bounce through 7. I want to know what your thoughts are on like 1 to 6. I need to know everything. Regular attack, magic. Fuck them all up. Oh yeah, we've got Gordon. Cheeky little Gordon. Got Fire 5 absolutely slaying right now. Right, so the Chocobo Forest. We need to go grab ourselves a Chocobo. Bum, bum, bum. You found a Chocobo! They run away. Can we, Is there any like treasures here, or is it just there's a chocobo here? Oh, there's a couple of enemies: Goblin Guard and Goblin Prince. I don't know where they are though. I don't think we're getting any enemies here. It's very interesting. So much I struggle with considering to be halfway done because the last half take away longer than any of the first half. It's true. These games are they get longer and they get longer and they get longer. I wonder why we're not getting any fights in here. I mean, this place isn't missable, so like we can just grab a chocobo. I'm gonna go to Palom.
Nice shot!
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm like I mean, like I'm trying to do like a couple a year, as to not overwhelm myself, because I will. Hoft. On the other side. Oh, it's all the way up. Not there. Although at 200 platinums, we are absolutely still going to be getting Final Fantasy X 2. That's going to be my 200th. We could probably... I don't know if we'll get that this year. We'll probably get it next year. Because I've been slowing down massively on how many platinums I'm getting. Oh, it's up around there. I already missed the Pixel Masters because of the maps and the indicators and such. Yeah, it's... I feel like 7, 8, and 9 are a little bit crustier than what we might have here. Oh, they're gone. Ship's already left for Palom. So we ain't... Okay. So where is Palom? It's down there. Man. Actually, we can just, oh, we're about to smack them all. I am worried. There's so like in terms of like 100%ing, it's 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the ones that scare me. The rest of them, not so much. I know 12 has got some nasty bosses in it, and 13 has quite a lot of collectibles, but like collectibles are fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is such a good segment to play. Really makes streaming it easier. Yeah, they are very, very easy streams. I guess like I don't know if you found this, but like streaming 10, the community was wonderful around it. And that's just who I like ambled my way into. But it was endless enthusiasm. I'm curious about streaming 8, because I know 8 is a slightly more contentious one. Historically, people have really ragged against 8, but then in recent years, there's been a lot more kickback. People are liking 8 a lot more, it feels. Or at least people are, people have been more vocal about liking 8.
What are you doing on computer?
Yo,
Go
Quiz!
outside, so beautiful!
Yo, Quiz, what's the going, buddy boy? How you doing, man? I'm doing like 14 is gonna take forever. We know this. 15 I think is a pretty easy time. 16 I've heard nothing but like very like It's a good game. It's not a very good, like, JRPG, which is going to be very interesting. So that's an essay outline for my next assignment. I have to plan an essay. They don't know the word count until the next assignment. I hate this. That is horrible. I hate that for you. Can you tell them no? Because they're stupid. Tell them they're stupid and they don't need to. They don't need to be like this. No. Right, so where fuck are we? Go to the mountains to the west and what to do? Go back to Poft, go to Poft to the man of the pub, look for the ship to Pelham. Go outside Poft and get to the ship, you'll take you to Pelham. From there, head west, use the canoe to cross a small body of water to get yourself to Altair. I hate outlines, it's not how I work. Yeah, dude. The whole, like, oh, you need to plan how you're going to work before you work. I'm like, no, let me just do the work. Forced into writing an essay that goes against how I write essays. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Right, on to part 5. I think we might have talked to all these people before. Oh, Queen's not there. I'm sure. I'm starting to think that, in my experience for the FF8 support toxicity, could be based on just a few memorable encounters. So so many were quick to attack 8, now it seems like people are not so quick to echo that sentiment. Yeah, and like if people are finding more ways to like things, then I'm happy. The princess felt badly about always sending you out on such dangerous assignments. She thought that at the least she could do was meet you at Kashuan Keep on Cid's airship. Whatever supplies needed to keep the vessel that size running must be enormous to sit down somewhere eventually. Don't tell me she's at Kashuan Keep already. Please rescue my daughter. Dude, we were just there! About the Dreadnought, rest up, make sure you're prepared. To save Hilda. The Dreadnought. Alright, so we are headed to the Dreadnought. It should be that top corner. I'm the kid that writes the essay and then does the mind map. Right? It's easy to trace out where your thought process was when you've already had the thoughts. Is there any other game Smash that you would love to do like a marathon of? Like, would you do the Dragon Quest games? Because I don't know, I like Dragon Quest 11, but I don't know if I want to go back and play literally all of them. Although the HD remasters does make that much more achievable these days. So is it 1, 2, and 3 are all getting like HD remasters, which will make things much more attainable on like modern systems. Hopefully we're all geared up ready for these encounters up here, because we sure as hell weren't before. Gordon is crazy underpowered. Sick. What I really want at the moment is I want I want that like a Tekken collection. I really want a Tekken collection. Give me like Tekken 1 to 5. I want to play Dragon Quest games. I want to play so many games. Dude, I want to play so many games. So many games. Yo, here, welcome in, buddy. Really gelled with sports, so I want to play all the Madden NFL games in order to completion. I love that for you. I really, half the Madden games probably aren't even like playable anymore. Aren't they pretty like ruthless on they're pretty ruthless on turning off the online for them, from what I remember. Yo, JB, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for these. I still use at least 20. It's true. That's very true. Get all them done. Right, there should be a dreadnought up here somewhere. Ambushed? Ambushed? Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's easy peasy. We play them all, not just versus other people, right? Right. We've got Thunder Tome as well. Sick. Is this going to take us... Weird. I wonder what... Where is this world map taking us? We're getting a lot of upgrades as well. We're surely not underleveled, right? How weird that we have this little tiny bit in the top corner of the world map that is just there to be there. Ogre Mage, Ogres on Land, Toitil. Oh, that should be fine. What did we hear earlier, but I spent a confused hour googling Final Fantasy kart races and discovering that the PS1 Chocolate Racing game had one of the most syrupy and bizarre love songs as final credits. At 5 solid minutes of slop, then it pauses and has a massive comeback complete with children's choir. It's wild. That sounds incredible. That sounds hilariously incredible. Maybe we can get like a HD remaster of that. Can we get Square Enix to like give us like can we get some like a Final Fantasy collection? Also, deeply sincere love lyrics over the images of tiny behemoth on wheels. Perfect. Perfect. I love this. Alright, Dreadnought. Alright, there's 10 chests here. And there's one, we gotta fight a Helldiver. Right. I don't know where we can go up there. Grab you, grab you. Whack you, whack you. I don't know if we're gonna... That'll be dead. What Final Fantasy games are like left to oh my god, to bring to like modern systems? Like Chocobo Racing, Final Fantasy Tactics feels like a big one. The fact that Final Fantasy Tactics isn't here yet. What do we want? Ask Wild Rose. Rebel Curs. Oh, it's a Capitan. Oh. El Capitan. I see how it is. I see how it is. Zero? Okay, just fuck all damage. Good. We've got so many slight variants of Final Fantasy Tactics if they'd only bothered churning them out, right? I would have spent so much money on that goddamn series. Oh, he dies like a boss. Interesting. I wonder if there's a reason. Spear leveled up, shield leveled up. Hell yeah. Alright, so we're getting some more levels. Do we kill them all? Rebel curs. I don't know if you have any ethers left or not. Alright, we could really have done with Minwoo here. Being like a dedicated healer. We try like a cure on yourself or something. $30 health back. Sick. Come on, you gotta be done. You gotta be done. There we go. Alright. We're getting through them. I want Urgeist back. I know that much. I've never played it, but I want it back. He didn't disappear, little shit. Could I kill him forever, do you think? Gas. Why they got like so many bad guys knocking around? God, Firon is just absolutely fierce. Yo, puppies, what's good, buddy? Fantasy Kart Racer sounds like a low-effort spin-off. I mean, it's only low effort if they put no effort in. It could be high effort if they put effort in. But I'm into toppling the Mario Kart dominance on kart racers. I think we should have. I want the monopolies to be done. I want the monopolies to be over. Too many shit kart races from back in the day. There were a lot of shit ones. I mean, like, even not back in the day, like recent. Like what was it Garfield Kart? Was recent. Shrek Kart, iconic. Was it DreamWorks Kart Racer? The PS1 Fantasy Kart Racer was immediately met with Jesus Christ, this is low for cash in. Yeah, I think Chocobo GP was a similar one as well. Give state elements. There we go. Cure. Almost at level 3 cure. Yeah, you know what. That's all our MP done. But poster claimed this heavily influenced all Mario Kart races going forward. Really? Interesting. So what are the things that Chocobo Racing did that then Mario Kart, subsequent Mario Karts did as well? It's very curious. That's quite pointedly. Oh, Smart Saber, hell yeah. I'm afraid that the OP note never returned. Like a ghost, they were gone. Like an opinion on Reddit, they were gone with the wind. I'm of the mind that, like, the mind that, like, any sort of spin-off to any series can work as long as it's thought through. So, like, would I want a Final Fantasy kart racer rather like a full-on kart racer? You're goddamn right. But I'd like some effort to be put into it. Let's try this way. See what there is. My inherent desire for a kart racer includes effort being put into it. I quite happily live without kart racers, but I do like stuff like Forza. I haven't had a probably good not-to-sim racing game for a while, though. I feel like racing games just released to, like, no fanfare. Like, they're out there, but, like, no one's crazy. No one's going crazy for them. I don't know what's going on with that. There is a game, oh, what is it? I've been screaming about it to my friends recently. What is it called? What's it called? It's on my wish list. We haven't seen anything about it for like a year now, and I'm very worried about it, but I want it to be a thing that exists. Resistor. Go check out the trailers for a game called Resistor. That's the kind of racing game I want. I want, because I can't drive well, but I can drive aggressively. I'd kill for more Burnout too. Hell yeah. Dude, what happened? Because didn't Criterion start making a different game series? The Dark Bow. Sick. Like, it wasn't, it wasn't, oh god, what was it? It was like Blur, or was it Neon or something like that? It was like, I think it had like one word name. But like, they'd stopped making Burnout, and they started making like the spiritual successor. Not the mainline Forza since 5. Forza Horizon have been going downhill since Horizon 5 got announced. Wasn't what's the most recent Forza game? Is it Horizon 5? Make sure we don't use too much MP. It's just called Forza Motorsport. That's nice and handy. I think Forza 8. Is that the one that just came to PlayStation? But it's like, I think people are talking shit because it's like wildly expensive. Oh, all the fire XP I think should happen. Oh, there's a lot of ghouls down here, man. Oh, these guys got to go first. Fire on everything, so that'll clear everybody out. I'm just thinking like what like racing games are out recently. I'm like, dude, I'm not thinking. I can't think of any of them. I don't know if it's if I'm out of the loop or if they're legit just not being made. All right, what do Thief's Gloves do? That's Thief's Gloves. Defense 15. Defense, agility, magic interference plus 40. Interesting. Probably on you. Horizon 5's been out for a while, but it's been getting more gimmicky with some ridiculous AI difficulty spikes that have been patched in. Really? I'm gonna do like racing games out in 2025. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Fuck's sake. Google is useless these days. Noted racing game, Assassin's Creed. You open the Iron Gate. That was easy. Furion, I meant to meet you at Cash on Keep, but things didn't go as planned. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming to rescue me. Let's save the thank yous for later. I'll head for the airship with the princess. You find the engine and toss that Sunfire in. Got it? I'm gonna get the airship ready for takeoff, and I don't plan on waiting around long. Fair enough. Like the mistakes, but I just can't catch up kind of thing. Yeah, the cars are just faster. Ooh, a Werepanther. Very nice. Sure. Two YouTube titles that stood out to me: 2023, first look at Resistor; 2024, why I'm concerned for Resistor. Yeah, and then it's been dark ever since. So apparently in January we got Assetto Corsa Evo, which is on Steam, driving simulator. Don't know anything about it. Project Motor Racing is apparently out this year, but no release date. Probably not happening this year if it's happening. iRacing Arcade, F1 25, NASCAR 25, Wreckfest 2. All right, sick. I think Wreckfest is currently in early access. Tokyo Extreme Racer is apparently this year. Endurance Motorsport. Horizon 6 is meant to be rumored. Oh, there's games, but I know I'm not a car guy, so I don't know if they look like if they are of quality or not. Any played in the Legend of Heroes series? I don't think I have. No. What is like the Legend of Heroes? Is it because like the Trial series, the Legend series, like all those games like start to like blur into one for me because the titles are so mushy. Legend of Heroes, tell me more about it. Oh, so Gab, what's good, buddy? You never gonna get any rest? Oh boy, how come? You're not being allowed to lie in? It's the Trails of series? Wait, so Legend of Heroes is Trails of series. Am I getting that right? Okay, that's mad confusing. Played a bit of Trails in the Sky on Vita. Kept seeing Trails of Cold Steel, but it was intimidatingly long to dive in halfway through. Trials is a sub-series of Legends. Oh, okay. I've worked with the kids, been up for most of the night. Oh, dude. I hope the kids are alright, man. That's a lot of damage. Then I don't think I have played in the Trails of series. Are they particularly anime? Are they full of what I would describe as anime bullshit? Because if they are, I might struggle with them. Cold Steel was your introduction to that series, could become your favorite JRPG. That's high praise. Let me have a look quickly. Looks quite anime-ish. Looks anime to the point that I might not enjoy it. So my sort of my barrier for like anime bullshit is admittedly quite low. But like any characters that are like breasting boobily, like just female characters that are just awful, like awfully written, or like characters that are like sex pests that like are never like clocked at all, or like if every character is like 12 years old because adults are ineffective at all. I don't know. Send me a trailer and like I'll probably be able to point out some things, or not, depending on if it's good or not. If you have the points, share a link. Absolutely, we'll watch it. Edge of the Planet's aligning. Not in your favor. Oh, dude, maybe next week will be better. Maybe. Looks anime, but seems to have no child warriors. That's good at the very least. If there's voiceover and it's like really awkwardly breathy, in that sort of very anime way, then I could maybe I might be out. Yo, Rin Vello, talking about people who aren't very anime inspired. Rin, how are you doing today, bud? No, what now? You're not very anime inspired. You're too real. All good here? Hell yeah. I'm doing well today. I'm keen to make some big progress in this game. Really am. I'm hoping that we have enough MP and things to make it through this dungeon. Are they Toxicas? Gross. Inspired by Initial D? I heard good things about Initial D. Was there an Initial D not cartoon, but not cartoon, game? There was a egregious example is a relatively minor side character who's a bit any age is enough, but for the most part the characters are pretty well written. Okay. They look real, but they're actually based on 36,000 manga that were put through ChatGPT. Oh, it's the sick thing though, isn't it? You enjoyed the races? That's entirely fair. But that character annoys everyone. Okay. Okay. That kind of stuff, like, usually, like, raises an eyebrow to me. But yeah, if anyone has the points, by all means, redeem a link, and we'll watch like a trailer for it, and we'll dissect it and see if like it looks like my kind of jam or not. Oh god, or just regular whack should be able to get us through this, I reckon. I'm not sure how strong I'd recommend. I mean, I can't say until I see some of it. Or, like, see more than just, like, the box art. But, like, the box art doesn't show a lot of promise for me. I'm not gonna lie. I would describe things like, 7 Deadly Sins, I could not get along with. What was the one where the kid got sucked into the MMO? And they were all like, if you take the VR helmet off, you'll die. Didn't care for that. So yeah, Sword Art Online. Yeah, I didn't care for that. I thought that was just exhausting. What are the shows have I tried and fallen off? I think I did see High School of the Dead, and my eyes rolled so hard I think I fell out my chair. I was very, very much like, ugh. With that one in particular. Let's go to these magicians first. I don't know what they do, but I want them around here. Because of fire sometimes, oh yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I couldn't be asked with that one either. That one I found immeasurably exhausting. High School of the Dead is supposed to be kind of cringe. It's meant to be kind of cringe. I feel like it doesn't nod and wink at the camera enough to be like knowingly cringe. Because there's a fine line. I think this is what happens with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where it's meant to be parodying a certain thing, but it's not leaning into the parody enough, and it just ends up being the thing that it's trying to parody. I think JoJo's does that a lot, where it's kind of meant to be parodying these shonens where, like, they overtalk every facet of a fight. And, like, it's all, oh, we have not got many potions, actually, have we? Well, like, everything's over-explained and over-complicated, but happens in 10 seconds. And, like, then it's just like, oh, the actual, like, the pretense of it being a parody is fallen away because they're not making fun of it. They're just doing it. It's like saying something ironically versus just saying it. You gotta be very careful that the irony is kept in check. How bullet dodging boobs can be taken seriously, but I can't see why it wouldn't appeal. Oh no, I'm not saying it's not meant to be taken seriously. Like, I'm not. I don't think anyone's arguing like this is fine art. Like, no one's arguing that, but like, it's those kind of shows where it's like, if it was like parodying other shows that do that, sure, I'd have more space for it. But it's just one of the shows that does that, and I can't be bothered with those shows. What do we want to do here? Do we want to thunder everything, maybe? Yeah, they don't take a lot of physical damage at all. Jesus. 300 damage in a hit is too much. Trailers for Cold Steel are kind of underwhelming. About a trailer for like your favorite in the series or something like that. We'll settle for that. Alright, this is going further down into the belly of it, and there's an area I think we should probably get to. Ooh. Before this bit. That's at least better than timing. I'm willing to spend lucky. That's entirely fair. That is entirely fair. Oh, you got there's a channel point redeem called Share a Link. I do that just so what I found is once one person shares a link, everyone's got a link that they want to share. So it helps keep that somewhat in check. That's definitely the end of the thing, so we want to go the other way. That we don't end up with like a massive backlog of links that I have to click through, and then I'll miss some, and then people get upset. Oh Christ. Hoi effect, thank you, buddy. I know I'm being a little pedantic. Let's see if we can get through this fight. I'd like 3 or 4, but they kind of might spoil 1 or 2. Oh, I don't give a shit about spoilers. I could not give a shit about spoilers for a game series I've not even started to play. Well, he's gone. And she's gone. Good Lord. Alright, let me resurrect these people real quick. Do I have any Phoenix Downs? I have 3, okay. Cure everybody, and how much MP has he got? He's not got much. It's not getting as much back either. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. The school uniforms aren't great. Alright, big group attacks, I'm on board with that.
great towers.
You're in the shore. Crystal Saber.
So they have a bunch of school kids that save the world.
Nice shot.
I don't think this is for me. Based on visuals alone, I don't know if that's for me. I think that'd be a big ask. Just think of something called The Legend of Heroes 3, Song of the Ocean, and I'm pleased to report the play character is followed around in the game world by a dog being ridden by a squirrel and a rabbit. Okay, so that's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty cool. You put some animals in there, I'm happy. Alright, let's try and get rid of all these fools before they can act. Perfect. It gets to the point with me and like like even when anything like where someone could start claiming characters as like waifus, I'm like my eyes start to glaze over and I think I go into dissociative states and start calling people nerds like I'm in like I'm a 95 bully. I get really judgy and flippant. I'm kind of on the school kids, but I figured it would be a bit of an ass since you said low tolerance for anime bullshit. Yeah, I don't think that's a serious for me. I completely like understand if like people want to vibe with it. Like I got no hatred for that. And like if the like battle systems are great or like the story's grand, but like the packaging, it's a big ass. Like even like Persona was a bit like I'm not into like the Persona games much. Like I think my least favorite parts of like SMT Nocturne were like when any of the characters wanted to talk to each other. It was like, all right, they think they're all way more intelligent than they actually are. When these high school students start philosophizing, I'm like, they don't know shit. They ain't lived a day. They're asking, what does it mean to be a human? I'm like, buddy, do your GCSEs and fucking stay quiet. Stay in school, please. Even though the world's ending. But yeah, I think there's I think the ones most anime sort of adjacent games that I am into is probably like the Mana series. Secret Mana, Legend of Mana were really good fun. I'm just looking down my list of games that I've played and seeing like what jumps out to me as the more anime games out there. Let's go game title. Asura's Wrath is very much an anime game, even though it doesn't look strictly anime. Chrono Trigger obviously has anime sort of things with like Toriyama's art and like the animated sequences, but I think that generally gets a pass from people. Dragon Quest 11. I got a lot of time for that one. Dragon Ball Z got a lot of like games in there, but I've played a lot of those as a child. You missed most of that? Well, beans. I'm thinking like the most anime-ass anime games that I've played, and more importantly played and liked. And it's things like Asura's Wrath is an anime game. Chrono Trigger has a lot of anime sort of stylings to it, but it's not quite jammed packed full of anime stuff. This is just questionable shit that comes out of Japan. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of it, like, if you wanna, like, be horny over cartoons, like, that's fine, that's your prerogative, like, but, like, it's when I get tired when people use that as a core character trait. I'm like, buddy, I just met this person, and they're already telling me what who they think, who's their favorite, which Naruto character has their favorite rack? And I'm like, gross? I don't need this information from you. And, like, I think there's a lot of sort of anime stuff that comes out that encourages that kind of attitude. And it's those kind of things that I really, really just, I do not have the time for. So things like Devil May Cry, like, is anime as fuck. It's just lots of sword slashes, as many as you can get in 10 seconds. I got time for that. Final Fantasy has a lot of anime trappings. Like, Final Fantasy like 10 in particular is quite anime in some ways. I would describe it. Just some interest quashing news on Resistor. It's not a racing game like Burnout. It's a car combat game where you are constantly fed enemies from front and back. Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I saw the trailer. I was like, I want more of this with Transistor. What else we've got in terms of anime games? There's not a huge amount they've actually played all the way to completion. Obviously, Pokemon is a anime game, but I don't know if people are ready for that conversation. We're already onto the Tekkens and stuff and unpacking. There's not many. I would say, like, in terms of, like, if you want, like, sexy characters, like, the ones that I can get on board with a lot are, like the Vampire Survivor games, like the Darkstalkers games. Oh, what was the other one I was about to mention? It's gone. It's dropped out of my brain. When do we get to breed Pokemon and date them? It's true. When is that going to happen? There's more talking about the raise your own waifu adoption to marriage BS that sometimes appears as creepy as fuck. Yes, that's the kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, if people want to be into that, like, more power to you, whatever, man. Like, but like it's when people come into like this stream and I'm playing something like when I'm playing like Final Fantasy X, and they're like, oh man, I think it blocks the doorway. This cell is empty. No, it isn't. How can I get in there? And like, oh, Riku's so hot. It's like, bro, you're 30. Don't cut about like that. Like, like, dude, she's 14. You always talk to check on your well pump plumbing. Oh, dude, no! Hope it's an easy fix. Like the Usagi drop manga plot is fucked up. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that one. Yuna's pretty cool, but that's as far as you go. I think Yuna's a great character, and like yeah, she is a very pretty character. Like, am I gonna like she's fucking hot? No, I'm 30. Like, as a kid, would I be like, oh yeah, Dreamboat? Like, would you have a child with like a crush on Yuna when you were also a child? Yeah, that's fine. But like to still maintain that, like she's your waifu when you're past 30, I'm like, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we could not. Oh boy, sergeants. 2 of them. Okay, I was hoping that was going to do a lot more. Looks like my plans are shot for most of the day. Oh, mate. That's rough. The only character in X is Titus' dad. I don't know why people aren't talking about this. I mean, that's true. At the ripe age of, what is he, 40? And then, like, he's like the oldest character. Alright, just gotta wait for them to wake up. Soon, I hope. Oh yeah, I forgot we made Goy into like a knife wizard. He's got the knives. Berserk tone, oh yeah. I'm gonna read Berserk. A sleep blade. Interesting. Oh. A blade that puts foes to sleep. Fucking yeah, dude. A guy adopts his elementary school age aunt. It's fine at this point, and this is where the anime leaves it. He eventually marries the girl when she hits 18 in the manga. Oh, I did hear about this one. This is the one where it's basically like the main character's a groomer. Yeah, I remember hearing about this. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Grouping that some shit anime and manga, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. I think there's so much great animation that comes out of it. Like the sense of like movement and energy in a lot of these shows are incredible. But then it's just there's just one writer wants to insert his fetish and it's like, buddy, you don't have to do that. Adoption to marriage is so funny because it's the most I don't know how to talk to other humans teen anxiety fancy, and it's just like there's help out there fully. Like, buddy, there are resources for you. Yeah, it's like people like people talk about like what is it, Goblin Slayer? And it's like, yeah, and you can ignore the first episode. It's a great show. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to ignore the first episode because it's part of the show. If you just like don't watch all the scenes that you find abhorrent, it's a great show. It's like, then I'm watching half the show. What are you talking about? What's going on here? I thought Isekai was peak. I don't know how to deal with human fantasy. I feel like Isekai is peak. Here's how I would save the world fantasy. I'm like, here's how I would save the world if I was in this fantasy world. Here's how I would save the princess, because I'm much smarter than the characters in my favorite books. And it's like, okay, okay. Sure. I think it's just funny as hell, man. Oh, another one, Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied or Elfen Lied? I can't remember how it's pronounced. But that show can get to fuck. I ain't got any time for that one. These two kids find a naked little girl on the beach and like, should we take her to the police? Nah, let's just take her home. And like never tell anyone, and also like kids in love with a cousin. I'm like, this is no human has ever acted like that. This is the rightest first day on Earth. It's very, I'm confident I know enough to invent a computer because I've used them and nobody else knows what they are. In a way I find charming, but not very interesting. Yeah, that's fair. What you described was a significant amount of fanfics. It's true. I mean, are isekais not inherently fanfics to a degree? I feel... I feel there's a large part of isekais that are basically just fanfics of like, here's how I would win the day. If I were Frodo Baggins, here's how I'd get to Mount Doom. And that's not to say like they are inherently bad. Like, an isekai can be great. God, everyone's blinded. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the format of an isekai. Asuna. There's timestamp stories I've read where I've always been about people going, what the fuck, I don't know how to deal with the past, and quite often achieving very little, so I don't know if they count. I think they do count. I think they count. In fact, it's because the worlds at least have a veneer of attempting to world build. But it's usually they wear their inspirations on their sleeve. As playing around in someone else's sandbox. Like, I find a lot of these guys are fairly, like, legally distinct from, or, like, you can trace the original author's inspirations quite clearly. So it's not straight up like, oh, I'm making a Naruto story where everything I want to happen in Naruto happens. It's I'm transported into this world of ninjas where everyone, like, there are monsters locked in people. Some ninjas turn into monsters sometimes, and there is like the head mayor ninja. Like that, and this is how I would become the ninja mayor of the unknown village of the shrub. You know? I'll tell people as Kindred, where a black American woman randomly gets dumped 200 years ago. It didn't seem very isekai. It's not very isekai of you, bro. That's true of a lot of things. True, yeah, I agree. I don't think it detracts from what I think isekais are like. It's less like, oh, if I was a ninja, if I was an MMO character, here's how I'd win the MMO. The prevalence of Tolkien style elves, the first one to speak to that. Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm not arguing that people either shouldn't have inspirations, but like the thread of here's my self-insert character into a fantasy world and how I would win the fantasy world. And they'll have elements of their favorite things from Tolkien, from World of Warcraft, or from D&D and things like that. Like, a lot of JRPGs are basically love letters to D&D and, like, sword and sorcery. That's very, 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 very upfront. And I don't say that as a slight against these games. But there's definitely a narrative thread or a commonality when you're taking regular high school boy Steve to Fantasyland, where it definitely smacks of here's how I would fix things if I was this. It feels like a almost like a playground, like, oh, if I was Superman, I'd do this and win. For it to be a fanfic, it has to be a fandom. I think you're getting caught up on me calling it a fanfic and not just saying it feels like a fanfic. It's got fanfic trappings. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. No, that's alright, it's alright. We have rambling conversations here. It's alright. But yeah, I think the Venn diagram of fanfics and isekais overlap. They do overlap. But they're not one-to-one. Only second stream in the stream. Excuse me? I'm not on your main screen? I'm your second media bitch? Outrageous. I'm devastated. I'll never recover. It's alright. I'm using the game as a second screen to talk to people, so I do the exact same shit with video games here. I'm only sometimes paying attention to what's going on screen. We should probably check in and see where we're at in this game, actually. We've been running around, hopefully making some progress in this game. I have no idea. Has anyone else been paying attention? Because I sure as hell have not. I got pretty things to go on my 1440 screen. You only get 1080. Wow! Wow, this bitch. Look, you say you don't like isekais once, and suddenly they turn. Here, I thought we were getting along. This is what I mean. This is why the internet's full of rage. I don't think like the I do want to try the Trials of series, or is it Trails or Tales? Like Tales of Symphonia. I want to try. Because I've seen a lot of that game and it looks like good fun. Isn't the culture Smack Talk people? Yeah, I'm responding with Smack Talk. I'm overplaying how upset and hurt I am to cover my real emotions. I'm pretending I'm actually fine. Right, I need to check the bestiary for a second. The Helldiver we need. Would never have guessed. I know, I play it very straight-faced. We have not fought a Helldiver yet, so we need to find one. If we don't find one, it's a missable monster, so we could fuck this entire game. That's a big Gygus, man. That's a big-ass Gygus. 0! 17? Oh, boy. Okay, we're doing some damage. There we go. Oh, God. Unplayed Tales of Berseria. It's pretty good. There is also an amount of anime BS in that one. That's fair. That's, monsters? Oh, no. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia, has a little bit of it, but it's like, because, it's like, I think it's a little bit more art style driven, so you don't, it's not quite like breasted boobly, but it's very like the power of love. I don't want to see the world end kind of stuff. And it's like, you know what? That's a bit Saturday morning cartoon, and like I have a little more time for it. But I think there's gonna be shit now where I'm like, okay, cool, we need to get this scene fucking done with. Where does Bayonetta land? Bayonetta is, I feel like Bayonetta is what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure wishes it was. Where it's way more front and center with a wink, wink, nod, nod. Right, we need bronze giant's arm. Seeing the power of the giants. More damage? Sure, mate. he gets away with it, but I can't really point why. I think it helps that it's clearly old people doing old people things, and yeah, it's a lot of winking. Yeah, so I feel like Bayonetta is like, yeah, she's a very like, the sexuality is kind of the almost like the one of the main bullet points of what Bayonetta is, and Bayonetta as a character knows this and uses that, whereas a lot of the time it's these characters where there's it's a character who is either uncomfortable in the situations they're in of being sexualized, but the view of the piece is still looking at that. And one of the things I always point to is Persona 5, the blonde character. I can't remember what her name is, but one of her like character sort of arcs is like reclaiming her own sexuality, and then when she goes into like the dream world or whatever it is, and she gets her like Persona outfit, it's the red leather thing, she's like, what the fuck is this shit? And I think she points at the player character like, what are you doing? And the player character's like, that's not me, dude, I got no control over that. And she's very much like, I'm uncomfortable with this, but then the view of the author is very much, this is cool, look at that, hot, right? It's like, she's uncomfortable right now. I don't think we should be like disregarding that. There's a dissonance there, and I see that fairly often. Whereas Bayonetta is like, oh yeah, you want me, and the game's like, oh yeah, we want her, and the audience is like, yeah, we want her. There's a sort of a unity of like everyone. Most importantly, Bayonetta agrees that Bayonetta is hot. I think that's one of the major differences. Bayonetta feels kind of thirsty. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's not even a hint of schoolgirl coy squealing. Yes, exactly. Like, she owns it. She knows exactly what she would be. I mean, honestly, I couldn't be bothered with it, but I didn't recall, like, it was off. Yeah. I liked... I had a lot of space for Bayonetta. I think also, like, because she's always shown as, like, a strong, capable character. And she's not infallible, but it's not like a problem I have with the way some female characters are displayed. I think like Elektra from Marvel suffers from this, where her reputation is she is dangerous, she is proficient, she is ruthless, she's a killer. And she's on screen for 5 minutes and she falls down the stairs and needs the man to save her. Whereas Bayonetta doesn't do that. Bayonetta needs help sometimes, but Bayonetta is usually competent enough to get through most situations by herself. I think that's a huge difference. And like, if you can't be bothered with Bayonetta, that's absolutely fine. Everyone doesn't have to vibe with everything in the world. I mean, look at what I've been talking about for the last, like, 20 minutes and things I can't be bothered with. But I think Bayonetta is the other side of that sort of anime stuff that I actually do have some time for. Raises evasion. Hell yeah. Magic Interference 5. Perfect. Do I want him? He can have a Mythos Spear, why not? So we've got all the chests, we just need to find this, this Helldiver. Yo, Cobra, what's good, buddy? Late 90s anime was peak. There was a lot of good stuff. There was a lot of trash, though. Let's not forget, there's a lot of shows that never made it out the 90s for good reason. There's a lot of shows that we were like, I don't know about this. That's why I'd never write off anime, like modern anime, I'd never write it off in its entirety. There might be an amount of cultural differences. Koi and demure as attractive traits in Japanese, or at least an ideal. I would definitely say it's an ideal. Demure can, on poor translation, come across as uncomfortable and unwilling. Yeah, I think it's a fair comment. I think it is a male gaze thing for sure. I think Coin Demure is not something to be used as like a hand wavy thing. The episode I disliked was the dating, where when the player character is a bland self-insert, means that you're dating teens, or if you're dating you're a teen dating adults, and they were all weird. Yeah, oh yeah, like the amount of things where it's like, oh, you're a teenager dating like an actual working adult. Like, I don't know if we should be doing this. Right, let me see where this fucking Helldiver is. Dating sims are a thing? They are. They are. I played one dating sim and they're just not for me. But I mean, like, I think a lot of dating sims, the ones I have more time for, are ones that are not based in schools. Or at least, like, if you have a dating sim that's based in schools, make sure, like, the intended audience should absolutely be other high school students, you know? It's when you get fully grown adults going like, oh, this character is my waifu. I'm like, that, I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. I'm not super down with that. I don't see anywhere where these Helldivers actually are. Back to I didn't say so. I think it's just around here somewhere. Wraths and Geists. There's some decent to good ones. I tend to need some really good plot or character writing for them. Yeah. Some people want the little roleplay connection before they get the rocks off, don't judge. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think that's absolutely. There's nothing wrong with a cheeky bit of roleplay in your entertainment. That's absolutely fine. Really, it then becomes much more like a anime community sort of issue. I think that's where it becomes an issue for, I think, a lot of the people that sort of are more in this are in and around this channel. Kind of is a visual dating thing where it was really good. I think I remember. Was there an actual like TV show of that? I remember the name, but I never saw it. Oh god, we're all blinded? Jeez. Yeah, I think I remember that being passed around. I don't think I ever saw the video games for it. But again, like, visual novels just aren't my speed. The closest one I've done is Boyfriend Dungeon. And, like, I think that game's lucky. For me, that game's lucky that it's half visual novel, half roguelike. So I'm like, okay, then I know I have something else to get on board with in this game. Like the visual novel stuff was like nails on the chalkboard for me. So hopefully get through this unscathed. Whereas like here, were you there for that one? I can't remember. Like, every character I had an immense problem with. I was like, in this dating sim, I'm fixing to die alone. If these are my options, I don't like any of them. I kind of felt sorry for any like fans of Boyfriend Dungeon that were coming in and saying hi. Like, oh, who are you vibing with most so far? And I'm like, fucking none of them. I was like, they all need to go away. I don't like any of this shit. You never seen any of Boyfriend Dungeon? I wonder if you're all interested. I think people speak very highly of it, and like the artwork's gorgeous, and like I think it does a lot. It does a lot of good with representation of things like body types and different. Oh, there we go. Different gender expressions and things like that. So like it's not explicitly your character has men, women, and non-binary people as like romantic options, which I really appreciate. You got like big buff boys like yo Coney, what's good, buddy?
Fuck off.
Adorn me, Beardo.
You got slight people, you got burly people, and then like the whole idea that like they turn into weapons and you use them, like your dates with the characters are
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
Are these dungeon crawls. I think it's really novel. I think there's a lot to like in it, but it's just a lot of the characters are like, oh, this person needs to work on themselves, and I'm like, I'm not willing to be their punching bag while they work on themselves. Yeah, you would like a Final Fantasy card game? Hell yeah, dude. I was receptive to the idea, but I don't know how. I think I just played Dream Daddy and I was done for the moment. I mean, that's fair. I feel like Boyfriend Dungeon and Dream Daddy occupy fairly similar spaces in that sort of like the modern sort of queer rep. I definitely, after having played Boyfriend Dungeon, my interest in playing Dream Daddy has definitely taken a sharp nosedive. Of like, I understand and recognize is a good example of a visual novel or a dating sim, but I am ever more confident in my assertion that I am not the target audience for those games. Coney, how are you doing today, bud? How are you doing well, man? Which just made me feel like what I do with games like the parody games like Hatoful Boyfriend, of like, yeah, this is a piss take of dating sims and visual novels. Like, it's got to make sure that it's very, very good at being a parody or critique of. Otherwise, it's just a visual novel with birds. And then I'm like, okay, now we're just playing a visual novel, and now I'm checking out a little bit. The anime OVAs are kind of pretty faithful to the game. It's more about the drama, not really in the headspace to enjoy that game anymore. That's entirely fair. That's entirely fair. I think there's plenty of games that I enjoyed as a kid or like as a teen that I don't have the energy for these days. I think that definitely happens. I think one of the things I used to enjoy a lot and I don't have the energy or the time for now is like anime shows that go for like 1 million episodes. Like, I want to watch One Piece. I reckon I would really vibe with One Piece if I actually sat down and watch it. In fact, I did vibe like the first 300 episodes. Catching up on the next 700. Oh my god, that's too much, man. Other Boyfriend has a bizarre complexity and secret path that opened a view did enough of the other things, which I found really lacking in things like Dream Daddy. Oh, I see. Dream Daddy was like, here are 6 separate short stories. Take it or leave it. That's a shame. That's a big shame. Depression's a great killer for enjoyment of an overly tragic shit. I can see that. Yeah, and I definitely killed the enjoyment in things for myself. There was times where I basically stopped playing video games because I was not getting what I wanted out of the rest of my life, and I was not a happy person. And I attached a lot of guilt to playing video games, so I stopped playing video games. And that happened for like 3 years, I think, where I was like, I could not. I'd sit down, pick a game up, couldn't play it for more than 15 minutes, where I was like, I need to be doing something else, because I'm not productive. And that was horrible. So I definitely have experienced similar things to that. Right, I'm a little worried if there's a boss at the end of this dungeon, because we don't have a lot of MP for Goy. Oh, he missed. Oh, thank God. Smash, how's the water, man? I still want to like super long anime. I really want to rewatch a lot of Bleach. I started rewatching Bleach because it's all on Disney Plus, and like Bleach is like so I grew up on like Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach. Like I followed those pretty like full on as a teen. I had the time to do it, and like it was coming out. Like I'd watch series after series. Like it was much more bite sized. I fucking love those shows. Bleach is like the one that I got into the most. Going back and watching Bleach. Dude, it's hard. It's really tough. Like, that show moves at such a glacial pace. I'm like, I need to, like, I just want this to be done with. Like, the show needs to just be done. It's really hard. Yo, AB, what's good, buddy? I would love to, like, I know, you remember when, like, Dragon Ball Z got Dragon Ball Kai? I would love if Bleach got like a Bleach Kai, like just a cut down, cut all the filler out, all like the sort of like, I've got to really over-explain every move that I'm doing to save on the animation and make sure that the anime doesn't catch up to the manga too much. If we can do that, I'd be on board for watching that again, like in a heartbeat. Bleach is the one that I got into, like really, really, really. I supplement my inactivity with crochet because having that physical thing show for some of my time makes everything sell. It does. Still not working. Going with the plumber. No clue when they show up. With it being Easter weekend. Oof. Hopefully, I mean, like, hopefully they will come up soon because it sounds like an emergency thing if you just got no water. I already played the Final Fantasy Kart Racer and then Screwing It's killed it with a grindy battle pass. Yeah, I forgot Chocobo GP was a thing. Was it good before the grindy shit? You only get as far as the end of Soul Society. Soul Society is definitely, I feel like, where people mostly remember to in Bleach. But honestly, the Hekumundo arc is fantastic. I even liked the oh, what are the vampires called? They were like they were vampire coded characters. They were anime only arc. The Bount arc was incredible. I really liked it. It's totally fine kart racer. Loved it right up there with Marukai. That's high praise. That's high praise. High praise. The Bount arc isn't awful. I liked it. I think people really hated it, but like I thought it wasn't terrible. I think there were other arcs that I wasn't super into, but like the Bount arc wasn't one of them. Key items. We're gonna use a Sunfire. Let's blow up this dreadnought, baby. You throw the Sunfire into the engine. What have you done? The engine! That voice. There's no time, Maria. The ship will blow up any minute. We have to get Cid's airship. Who is the Dark Knight? Find out next time. Do you like the direction took eyes towards the end of the Winter War? What arc was the Winter War? I've probably seen it because I think I did. I did see it all as a kid, or as a teen rather. But the Winter War I can't place in terms of like what was happening at that time. The last arc for the time skip. Okay, yeah, he does get a little crazy. I think Aizen was one of those characters where, like, part of his charm was, like, you have no idea what his true plans actually are. And then you learn his true plans, it's like, oh, this isn't as cool as I sort of assumed it was going to be. You know, it's hard to stick that landing once you've built up a mystery a lot. I won't rest until we have Twisted Materia, fantasy-themed vehicles, cranking out summons and limit breaks. Sign me up. Tomb, I would, if you want to make this, I'll happily, I'll put some money into it. Start the Kickstarter, dude. Alright, we blew up the Dreadnought because we're fucking badasses like that. We're just crazy powerful like that. Oh, she's still not here. Okay. There's some anime movie only stuff I wish they did more with. Send up from Memories of Nobody. Yeah, I remember that a little bit. Honestly, what I liked about a lot of Bleach was the character designs. Like like all of Ichigo's forms. Like Super Saiyan who? Hell Arc, like fucking the Hell Armor, like the Vizard stuff, like the Hollow forms, like Bleach shits all over Dragon Ball with like the power-up forms. Oh my god, it's so cool. It's so cool. Sounds good, a blank check should do it? Absolutely. Would you believe I've actually never written a check in my entire life? Go to Minu. And Freon! I have one last request of each of you. Please listen carefully. Gordon, you've grown so strong. I want you to lead our army. Do all you can to help Hilda. My liege, I swear this on my very life. Minwu, you know of the legend. The legend speaks of the ultimate magic. Though sealed away, the seal may only be broken when the world stands at the brink of destruction. I believe that the time has come. Do you agree? I do. The time to break the seal binding the ultimate tome is upon us. Freon, I would have you go to Deist, home of the Dragoons. I was told that all the Dragoons were slain in an attack by the Empire. Yet I refuse to believe there are no survivors in so noble a group. If we were able to stand against the might of the Empire, I'm convinced we will need the Dragoons and their wyverns. If you combine your efforts, the day of our victory will come. This I ask of each of you. Fuck yeah, dude. Take care of Hilda. Your Majesty! We should save our tears for another time. We must carry out the king's last wishes. We each have our duties. Let them not go unfulfilled. Alright. Reason I probably stop at the end of Soul Society is Hakumundu feels like a rerun of the arc with a character that I don't like as much as Rukia. Yeah, it's very much Save the Princess. It does smack a lot of that. Oh, Minmu's gone, okay. Yo, Kelly, what's good, buddy? Well, Pam's cut is that you know after a while people would figure out the OP characters. By the end, people would be like, oh my god, Fearon with Luna Whale combo is so OP. I'm actually okay with that. Why am I not getting bang points when there's literally no Slither on screen? Because it's all rigged, baby. When the Emperor first moved against East, we dismissed the attack as a mere skirmish. But the Emperor feared the power of the Dragoons. He meant to wipe them out. Let's learn about Dragoons. Some say the Dragoons can speak the language of the Wyverns. If you go to Deist, you may find Wyverns that yet live. Sick. That's what you are, you big legend. Caleb, you're too kind to me, dude. How you doing today, man? You got a weekend full of being an absolute degenerate? Or are you going to be a positive influence on society today? Right, where the fuck are we going from here, man? Let's actually sleep for a second, because holy beans. Just my niece around the duck pond, so I'm a functioning member of society, unlike the leaves I eat some gummies. Honestly, I respect it. Yo, Zach, welcome in, buddy. Just because of the title, I need to play as Palam and Param in a double dash style. Hell yeah! I think like the game mechanics write themselves. Mithril Spear. Really? That's more damaging than the Trident? No, it isn't. We're talking absolute. Oh, because it wants me to do. It wants me to dual wield tridents. Okay. Chocobo racing, surely. Honestly, when are we gonna get like? When do we get like the XL chocobos, like a dire chocobo that allows people to have double dash style? Mithril armor for you, yeah. The gloves, one, I guess. Golden. Okay, that's defense goes down, but evasion and magic interference goes down. Or is better. Nah. Mithril for sure. You, yes. Magic interference goes up, so we don't want that. It's fine for now. When are we going to get a Final Fantasy movie? But it's a remake of Black Beauty, but it's a Chocobo. Dude, the Chocobo Whisperer would be an incredible film. What are you talking about? I'd love that. I like a Chocobo racing that wasn't entirely mascot characters like they usually do. Although the first one did include Ava from Parasite Eve for some insane reason. Did it really? Okay, that's incredible. I had no idea I had Ava in it. I love that. Let's probably work to the northeast. Hello. Dude, that is a wild inclusion, but like I do love that. This makes me like, do we want like rather than like a Final Fantasy kart racer, do we want Square Enix kart racer? We get like Dart and Shana, we get Ava and Isla. Yeah, fucking Chrono or Frog. Like, I think there's more to be done in a Square Enix kart racer. I'd be in for that. You be looking for passage to Deist, are you? Well, this be your lucky day. Just happens the ship was about to leave for Deist. You be want a ride? Doesn't seem a little too convenient. Maybe it is, but there aren't any other ships going to Deist. We're gonna have to trust her. Name's Layla. Well, I'll be waiting outside the city for you. We'll be weighing anchor as soon as you're set to go. Alright. Okay. Oh, it's this one. People would demand Gino? Is that, is Juno the character? Is that the lad in red from Crisis Core? Or is that someone else? Trusted Barrett doesn't say much for the space you've got between your ears. Well, we'll spare your lives, but your loot is ours now. Are you sure? We just destroyed the behemoth, the giant, the dreadnought, whatever it's called. The guy from Mario RPG. I've actually not played those. Well, those were Square Enix, weren't they? Dude, if like I'd say like 10 years ago, like maybe 20 years ago, we would get Gino. We would get a Mario character in there, or like a Nintendo character. But like these days, it'd be tough. It'd be a tough sell. Having like any Nintendo character on a non-Nintendo platform would be. Has that ever happened? There's been references, but have we ever just got like, hey, look, this is a Link-ass Link on like a PlayStation game or like a Sega game? What's this? Is it a fight you be wanting? You really are stupid. Get him, boys! Oh, she doesn't know. Boys are my specialty. Look at these pirates. Oh, they're cute. Thunder, we're on water, obviously. Okay, so magic didn't do a huge amount. Let's do fire instead. Excuse me. The RP is all they have. They're not characters. They might as well just switch to game dev and scrap the overpriced mobile system. That's kind of it. That's kind of like the elephant in the room at the moment. It feels like. That's why I can't imagine they would let it. But I was saying, like, historically, has it ever happened? And I can't think of a time. Damn, that's a lot of money. Enough, I know what I'm beat. Go on then, do what you're gonna do and be done with it. What are you up to? You want to fight the Empire together? A bunch of outcasts like us fighting right alongside the likes of ye? I think I like the sound of that. To your post, boys. Whether it be Deast or the edge of the world, we'll get you there. They'll join the party, hell yeah. What is she equipped with? What does she do? Doing my Square Enix's annual letter was suspiciously absent this year, Discovery. I just found they're ending the big NFT game this year. The roadmap for its final month is a hilarious amount of ugly mush. Wait, I didn't realize they were still doing that. I know, was it Ubisoft was still releasing an NFT game this year? A dagger and a longsword, sick. Bronze or yeah, bronze gloves. She knows thunder. Okay, fair enough. Sort. Use Berserk on you. Toad, absolutely. Scud, what's that Scud do? Deals poison damage when used in battle. Okay, sick. Each chapter will start in May 2025, then end just after June 2025. Stellar Wars involves everyone picking one of 6 factions and using slot points to get the most Stellars. The winning faction will choose how the story ends in the world mission coming in late July 2025. Supposedly 3 people who finished the story and extra missions then took part in the Stellar Wars element, got Oblivion Holy Remains, and found the 6 talismans. Could be picked as the 3 who decide what happens. That sounds exhausting to play. This is an amazing shop for just opened up. It's all candy and candy adjacent products. It's called Deast Nuts. I love you so much. You must also enjoy a game with there's no NFTs. Honestly, if there's no NFTs, I don't know if I want to play it. I see that 20% of Japanese people said they were unable to enjoy a game without microtransactions. And 20% of Japanese people polled are industry plants. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's hilarious. Oh, these are all missable. We're not keeping the thing then. So we want to kill a fish and sea snakes. I get like a game that has them, but being unable to enjoy them without them, that's crazy. Yeah, that's some pure indoctrinated shit. Like, I don't trust that person's a synth. That's not a real human. That cannot be a real human. I refuse to believe. Right, when these ads play, I might take a quick break, have a little pee break, and get a snack. I might just eat like 4 Cadbury cream eggs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Right, we will, I will try and, antidote you. Sugar Rush Mush? Dude, I have a wicked sweet tooth. I really do. I will have a look at that after I get back after the outbreak. But I do want to look at that because I find that shit like just bizarre. Look up the Ubisoft NFT game. It looks like Hero Forge, the game. It's really strange. In the meantime, I will put on some tunes for you though. Be right back.
Choose your fighter.
Yo, what's good, friends? Welcome back. Yo, Tara, how we doing, man? Isn't that what Chocobo GP is? Yeah, I forgot that existed when I made the title today. But would you play a good one? Would you play a good one that isn't chock full of microtransactions from a company that wants all of your money? All of your fucking money. I think there's something on this island that we should get. Oh, Rival Pirates, sick. Would you play a good game? No, I only play abject shite. I'd rather die. Yeah, I'm trying to think what the yeah, just quite lost it. Champions Tactics Grimoire Chronicles. There's Ubisoft's NFT game, which is really annoying because it looks good. It's a little like miniatures like battler system. Like that looks fun, but the fact that it's absolutely jammed, like it's NFT shit, I'm like, I want to engage with it. It's such a shame. It's such a huge shame. Like it's basically Hero Forge, but being like a full game, like an actual standalone game. It looks so fake. It doesn't really tell you much, but like I like the art. Like annoyingly, I like the Hero Forge aesthetics. Tropical Island B1. Interesting. I never meant to be here yet. How am I doing? I'm doing well today, man. I'll be doing well as well, dude. We're just cruising through some Final Fantasy 2. Helldivers, Killerfish, Sea Snakes. Wait, Helldivers were in the Dreadnought. I thought they were missable. The Square Enix's release list is literally nothing. There's an unconfirmed Dragon Quest, an unconfirmed Kingdom Hearts, and the rest is things that are already out. They really sold everything for NFTs, and there was that. Dude, it's wild. I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with the fucking with Square Enix these days, but like they had so much and they're doing nothing with it. I don't even know what IPs they still own other than like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. I'm assuming Parasite Eve, but like I think that's tied up in like book rights. They need to get the books again. Hebe! Hebe, you glorious bastard, you! Thank you so much for the gift. 8-Bit Tigger as well, oh my god. 8-Bit's lovely. Thanks so much. I hope your weekend's going well, fun. Sweaty boob money? It's my favorite kind of money. How was the, have you had a show this weekend? Because I saw the Jill Valentine drag look. I love it. The release list suggests Tomb Raider. Oh, I thought they sold Tomb Raider. Hitman, Mana, and Nier. Oh, they have Hitman? Hitman doesn't feel like a very Square Enix kind of game. Drag Race finale was last night. Did you enjoy it? I've restarted. I've started watching Drag Race again from the beginning, and I've just got to season 3. And I'm liking it a lot. It's fun. I just have it listed as something that you could filter up on the upcoming release list. Interesting. I wonder in what way that they sold it then. Because, yeah, I thought they did sell... The correct person won the whole thing, but someone who didn't win the season definitely won the episode. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. Might have a shit website? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. It feels like a lot of companies have, like, very, very, very shit websites. Right, apparently we can get an antlion somewhere around here, but I don't know. You won by not winning, based off YouTube Shorts recommendation today. Oh, you know who won by not winning? Okay. I see. While I'm catching up with Drag Race, I might have to, like, watch season 16. Like, alongside, like, season 3. Just catch up on, just keep up with, like, the current episodes. The outline was found here on an island, but you will most likely find it in the desert near the Colosseum, which will come later in this walkthrough. There are plenty of unique enemies to find there. Oh, the outline's in the, this, what do you call it, desert area, so we can probably skip that for now. Back to host all the All-Stars, so I get to cover myself another 12 weeks. Fuck yeah, dude! Hell yeah! Do you know why? Because they recognize the quality. So when does All-Stars start? Is that like next week? Because I might, I'm subscribed to WoW Presents at the moment, so I can watch it all. I think day of. I think WoW Presents is day of. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I might keep up with All Stars as it's coming out, so I can actually like engage with current conversation rather than going, Do you remember this? We'll go, yeah. They sort of politely nod and go, yeah. GGB does exist. Yeah, Tyra Banks was horrible on her season. You get 2 weeks off? Okay, cool. You get a little bit of a rest. Hello, small child in decrepit castle. Go away! Don't come any closer! I should probably respect that, shouldn't I? But no, we're JRPG protagonists. I'm gonna tell my mom! You know, shit. Cottage. Yo! What's good? Says the smelly man. Oh my god! Outrageous! How dare you? You done got me! I cannot believe you do that. So accurate. I've been completely and fully disassembled. Violet, I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope my son hasn't caused you any trouble. If he has, I do apologize. My husband was a dragoon. The Imperial soldiers killed him along with the rest. My son and I are the only two left. In the room behind us was the last surviving wyvern. But it seems to be trying to tell us something, but I cannot speak its tongue. If only we had one of the pendants, we would be able to understand it. The cavern of the wyverns lies north of this castle. That cavern may hold one of the pendants that allows one to speak the wyvern's language. The dragoons fought valiantly, but the Empire knows no honor. They poisoned the wyvern's water. The wyverns writhed in agony until it lost their breath. The wyvern's dead. The dragoons were picked off one by one by the Empire. Yuck. Is this wrong? Yeah, so we really can't. So we got up not long ago, eating a quick breakfast, and then I'm going to figure out the game to play for the day. Ooh, what's on the slate? What's the options? I'm just going to loot the castle. I'm sure it's fine. ethically, like, morally dubious, but, like, whatevs. Curse tome, sick. Stun tome. Stop tome. Oh, wow. That's all the, that's some of your time magics, then. The unicorn horn. What is the unicorn horn? Okay. A horn that cures status ailments that wear off after battle has the same effect as Basuna. Okay. That's consumable. I'm not going to use that though. Still play Lunar today, but I gave my friend who's been driving me home from Drag Race for 4 months my copy as a gift. Then reordered it. Honestly, that's very kind of you. It's very nice of you. Downloaded Alex Kidd the other day. It might be fun to dabble in. Ooh. Alex Kidd. I remember that's meant to be good, but I can't remember much of it. Sage Wisdom, an Antidote, Saint Spirit, I'd say the Cross, a Mallet, and a Wing Sword. A light sword that's effective against flying enemies. I mean, yeah. What else we got? What did we pick up there? We picked up a lot of stuff. We got garlic. Deals damage to undead. Oh, cool. That's actually pretty good. Removes curse. Maximizes the intellect. Maximizes spirit. Okay. It's a pretty difficult platformer, so basically exactly what you love. Hell yeah. Difficult as in late 80s, early 90s difficult, not purposely difficult. Oh, so it's bullshit difficult. Understood. Completely understood. I think tonight for me, I'm going to be playing as much Final Fantasy 14 as I possibly can. I'll take Phoenix down. That's all the chests, so yeah. Polite way to say jank. The kind of game that ekes out a fucking bullshit from you every now and again. I'm familiar with those games. I've played a couple. Hey, did you find any garlic? I found my garlic I put in the chest in the room. Is that your garlic? It's my garlic. What happened on Saturdays Final Fantasy 14? Oh, we did the Alphascape. We did the Alphascape, we did Dunscape, and we did a couple of the Sigmascape ones as well. I think that's about it. Yeah, it's very cool. We're gonna do the Savages, I think next month. Do you think that turn-based combat should be on its way out with JRPGs? No. I don't think so at all. I think there's space for both. Yo, yeah, what's good, buddy? No, I think, I'm going to be buying Clair Obscur on release, and that's a turn-based JRPG. So, it's clear. So, Final Fantasy has always been a series that reinvents itself. Has always been a series that is addicted to progress. Is addicted to... Not addicted, but like, very, very pro. Like, they want to iterate. The iterative design of Final Fantasy is palpable. And we now have, like, what, 16 numbered releases that show that. And it's clear that I think Square Enix do not want to do... They want Final Fantasy to go towards a more action-focused thing. They want it to be a little bit more Devil May Cry. And that's fine. Like, they're making the games. They can do whatever they want with them. We have the complete power to go, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm going to go elsewhere then. I think it can be a shame, but like that's as dramatic as I feel about it. So I think, will we see Final Fantasy return or produce more original, or more like original new games that are turn-based? I don't know. I don't know about, maybe, possibly. They might do like a little, like some spin-off games or like some like pocket like Final Fantasy games, maybe. But like, I don't think turn-based JRPGs are going out the window whole scale in the genre. Yo, Rory, do a flip? Oh my god, I can do a barrel roll though. Rory, how are we doing today, friend? I think Square Enix is pretty clear on like they want to make action games, they want to make Devil May Cry style games, and like that's fair enough. That's their prerogative. It's our prerogative whether we want to engage with that or not. And like, yeah, I think we're just gonna like people who want turn-based games are just gonna go elsewhere. And I think the game market is providing those games. It's just we gotta look for them. It's very easy to just lap up Final Fantasy because it's very front and center. It's like a money printing machine. There's so much behind it that like you don't have to look very far. And if you want to find more games that are turn-based, you just got to do a little bit of a Google search. And there's people shouting about them. There really is. You had a prerogative once. There's a cream for that, I heard. There is a cream. Turn-based is the best system for you in terms of RPGs. They're still very much out there. It's just that there are different subgenres that are prominent now, for sure, yeah. 7 Rebirth hits a really nice sweet spot. And I do need to play Rebirth. I feel like Rebirth is an action game with special moves on cooldown, it feels like. From what I've seen. And what I played of Remake. Turn-based with a twist, like Grandia's interrupt windows, and Shadow Light's active boost things. Yo, Swaggy, welcome, buddy. Will always mean it can thrive, for sure, for sure, for sure. Once you see that Final Fantasy isn't the only RPG, you notice there are a ton of turn-based games, yeah. I mean, Switch 2 system said a Bravely Default remaster's coming. It do be. Cleared it right up. I'm glad you got better, Rowie. How are we doing today? What are we playing? As I say, I noticed a few franchises trying to move away from it, Legend of Heroes being the other one you engage with. Yeah, I feel like there is... I think it's fair to say that there is a modern design sort of drive with a lot of long-standing bigger companies going like, gamers want action, they don't want turn-based. And then it's like, they said the same shit with single-player games like 20 years ago, where they're like, gamers all want multiplayer games. And then, actually, that's not true at all. There's space enough for both to exist. I was a break when you first came in. Oh, really? Oh, so you actually said hi earlier. Sorry, I missed that, dude. Legend of Heroes lets you switch between them now, though. Same with Italia Yumiya. That's cool. I like that the Switch is nice. Honestly, what I really want from Final Fantasy, what I really want, I want every Final Fantasy to have a pixel remaster. I want this, but Final Fantasy X. I want this, but Final Fantasy, like, fucking 16. I think that'd be cool as hell. I'm big into, like, the demakes and stuff like that. That's what I want. I'll never get it, but it doesn't really matter. I want it. Gamers want a variety of things and not necessarily all the same person. Wow, isn't it crazy, Nyan? Isn't it crazy that, like, a bracket term for, like, millions of people want a couple different things? Isn't that an outrageous thing to think? Big name companies really actually know what we want. They just see the loudest voices and think, yeah, that. I don't think they even see that. I don't think they even see that. They try and predict a lot of market trends, and they'll go on what can make us the most money. And what can make you the most money for a single title is making games that will live forever, whatever that means. So that's when you end up with, like, live service games, multiplayer modes that, in theory, multiplayer goes forever, right? Like, oh no. None of it's crap, and none of it's what people don't want in that series. So they'll chase the trends of that kind of stuff, but like they're not thinking, Mark, are they? Right, we got a choice. Alright, let's go this way. All we want is more Peggle and more microtransactions. Dude, if we could get Peggle and everything, give me Legend of Dragoon, but every attack is not a button press of additions. It's a Peggle level. Then I will die happy. Info 14 server shut down in 20 years, and they shit their pants realizing they're losing a ton of sales suddenly. Dude, I wonder what's going to happen with 14. I really, really do. Like, where's the critical mass for an MMO that's, like, successful? When you get, like... There's now so much in that game that anyone that's brand new cannot feasibly catch up. There's these 2 Peggle RPGs and a Peggle Balatro, actually, if you did want that. Dude, don't mention the B word. I really want Balatro, but I know that's gonna be everything. That's gonna be me done for a while. Like, that's gonna swallow my life. Ooh. You come across the remains of a dragon. Something nearby on the ground catches your eye. A pendant! Oh, that was easy. Sick. The pendant. I like the ambush. I think Peggle's another game series I do want to get into, but there's a... If I want to platinum those games, you basically have to play perfect. I'm like, I don't know if I'm into that. I don't know if I can do that. 14 is intimidating as shit as a new player. I'm gonna be 3 hours in to only realize that I'll be doing another 8 before I'm even close to the end of the first expansion. Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting being like midway through. I'm now like, I think I'm up to level 78 missions in Shadowbringers. So I've got like another like 20 missions until I'm done with Shadowbringers, but I know there's like 3 more expansions after that, and it's a lot. It's so much, and I'm only like tentatively halfway through the story, the main MSQ, and it's all pretty harshly like progress gated. So there's just a bunch of shit that you just cannot join in with until you're up to date. It's wild. Missing the gigantic gold helm, you notice a tiny bit of jewelry. And still costs about $15 a month, yeah. Like, if that's gonna be like your forever game, it's... $50 is not the end of the world, but like, in a world where if you're not a one game kind of person, it's a big ask. You suggest people start with the free trial, it's got so much in it. The free trial is something that's worthwhile. But when you're staring down the barrel of like 1,000 hours to get up to date where some of your friends might be, it could be very intimate. Like the what was it? Is it the burden of we had a term for it a while ago. It's like the burden of like the burdens of legacy or something like that, where it's like the longer something goes in, the more backdated knowledge you need to have to get up to where everyone else is that has been there for a while. And that's it's something that is very difficult to mitigate, specifically with things like MMOs. Like, I think Magic the Gathering has things like this. World of Warcraft absolutely has things like this. They're just very difficult things to sort of make your peace with. I really enjoyed how Realm Reborn is level gated because you're always unlocking something, but I hate the expansions are just like, we added this in patches, so you've got to be max level each time for everything. Yeah. And then the level 80 expansion. Oh, I have to be level 90 to do the fun stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
Yo, thank you to Father Friend. Welcome on in. I would have gotten the free trial, but whatever reason, I somehow fucked it up when I tried to get it via Steam, and now I'm completely off the availability. You have to pay for it. Yeah, I think it's like if you sign up, like it could start the thing without actually. And then, like, I think it starts and it's like, that's it. It's going. And now if you've gone 2 weeks or whatever, you're out of it. I can't remember exactly how it works, but I know you can fall afoul of it pretty easily. Because you're not the first person to say that, like, the free trial just was not enough, or like it sort of slipped through your fingers. I'm in the level 80 expansion. Oh, I have to be level 90 to do the fun stuff. I killed you. Yeah, this is where I'm like I'm near the end of Shadowbringers main MSQ, and I'm about level 90. And like I just bought like gear. I bought gear that was like way more powerful, like twice as powerful as what I had, which was high level gear at the end of the previous expansion. And now, like, I don't care about gear for the entire game. Like, it's wild. Yo, Ian, what's good, buddy? How are you doing today? That's all. I'm not very much a one-game gamer. I need variety. I don't know how y'all have 2K hours in the game so easily. I'm picking away at 14, knowing that it's going to take me 10 years to get through it all. I'm in for the long haul. That's how I'm doing it myself. We're not counting Chocobo Racing. Ian, I fully forgot that it existed when I wrote the question of the day. But, like, would you like another one? Would you like a current one? If you actually read Endwalker MSQ, you should absolutely count it on your summer reading list. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much fucking writing in that game. Mithril armor, we got you already. Where else are we going? We got a chest down there. We got a chest up and around. Oh no, we got chest down there. It's down there. Okay, this has a lot of stuff. We still know anyway. That's entirely fair. Finish Heavensward. I said I'll finish the MSQ later. That was months ago. Yeah. I'm like, what I'm doing with 14 this year for me is I want to get through the MSQ by the end of the year. And that's roughly every 2 months. I want to have done an expansion and its patch quests. And like then like that's all I want for this year. And then next year I'll have like another goal for something else, and then the year after I'll have another goal for something else. And that's how I'll pick away at it. How about this? Put Final Fantasy, put in a dungeon crawler. I mean. We should just whack these guys to death. Hopefully. Yeah, we're doing alright damage to him, I guess. We're lazy fight our way through this. Give me that. Monsters! You have a house, there's basically no penalty to letting your sub lapse. Yeah, it's true. Yo, Rune Moon! Thanks so much for the sub, dude. 14 months, almost a year. Crazy. Rune Moon, I hope the celebration went well, dude. I saw you beat Thank Goodness You're Here. I love that game so much. I have such a sweet spot for that game. Alright, I think we've not got all the chests here, but we'll start our way going around. It was fun? Hell yeah. What do you think, yeah, I've got no real interest in the housing stuff in 14. I know Heater does, and I don't think we've We've not unlocked the we've not unlocked the Free Company house, have we? I don't think we have. Thinking of the game today? Hell yeah, what are you playing today? So 9th level up, hell yeah. Alright, so I think we're getting towards level 11 in our proficiencies. Remember, Earthbound! Ooh! How I'll say the ending for that game goes on way longer than you'd think. It goes on for a hot second. Alright, so we gotta go that way, over the bridge, and then up and around. They can do. I felt like I love that game, but I feel like the ending overstayed its welcome a little bit. Just a little bit. I need to play Mother 3 though. I need to play the next one. In the next step of my very slow Nintendo education. A very, very, very slow Nintendo education. Mithril Shield. We got all this already. What's going on, man? Are we, we'll do Blizzard. See what happens there. It's some damage. Oh, Lila's just dead. Okay. Do I have a Phoenix down? I do. I was about streaming yesterday, and then the game went to play Breaks Your PC when it was open. So that was an absolute wet fart. Oh no! What was the game that's proven to be a bit of a bastard to you? Oh god damn it! We actually used a Phoenix down. Do a cure on her. Juna! Oh, that one! Yeah, cool. Do more serial games to get into the weird area of things. Yeah, 9% of the games I bought for stream simply just don't work for shit, or it's keyboard and mouse only. That's rough. But yes, I wanna. Wasn't like a Chocobo one? Yeah, there was Chocobo Racing on PS1. Oh. Chocobo Racing on PS1, and then there was Chocobo Racing, Chocobo GP on Switch. It wasn't apparently it wasn't very good. Oh, they heal on attacks. I don't like that. Alright, they hit fucking hard. Oh my god. We might be in a little bit of trouble. Alright, Freon's nearly dead. Proper racing game with all the Final Fantasy characters, not just Chocobos, like Mario Kart, and yes, hell yeah. I think at this point, like, someone mentioned it before, like, a Square Enix car, I think I would be more interested in than just Final Fantasy. I think. Nothing. I don't want to go down. I want to go back up. I think I need to get out of here. I think I want to go. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. Fire to everything. Square class with characters at 5,000. Exactly, yeah. So you have like Dragon Quest characters, Parasite Eve characters, Legend of Dragoon. Who else? What are like the other like Square Enix like iconic characters? You play that? Yeah, I think I'll be into it as well. Alright, where's this gonna lead us? But it takes us back down? Oh, it goes back up. Okay. Brave fans of Musashi? Yeah, actually. Yeah. We might need to teleport out of here, actually. Mayhaps. Just a little bit. Just that's fine. That's fine for now. More knives. Giant's gloves. Ooh, what do they do? Equip. Enhanced strength. Yes, absolutely. What that one does? Contain the power of the giants. Oh, yeah, that puts your attack up as well. All right, so Freon's just an absolute powerhouse now. Next legit stream game after Digital Devil Saga 2. Ooh, what is it? P-Dish or is it spoilies?
I know you're gonna dig this.
Ooh, hell yeah, let's look at that. Let me just life up flavor real quick. There you go. Oh, you're on it? Hell yeah. I think I might put it back down again. Oh no, she's alive. She's alright. She's hanging in there. Alrighty, let's have a look at this. Virgo versus the Zodiac. Typical Virgos. Cute. The pig slot's very cute. That's Capricorn, that's me! She's such a pig me. Taurus is cool. The music is very good. I do like the pixel art as well. I like that there's no like hard borders on them. That's very cool. Gemini with a robot hand? Sick. Is Mario Luigi style battle system? Yeah. Cool. Did you bought donuts for this morning? Hell yeah. Oh, we're coming over to you then. Purveyor of donuts. That looks very pretty. When was this released? A year ago. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. It's fairly recent. That's cool, dude. I like that. What are we firing? Yeah, you guys. Wait, no, I don't need to cure. I'm wasting MP again. Oh, I blew it. Oh, it's just curing random people. Alright, fair enough. Finding gems randomly, and this happened to be one of them. Hell yeah. Honestly, people that find, like, random gems are very valuable. An ether. Alright, sick. I'm gonna go up this way. Let's sell on Dredge and other Lovecrafty games on Steam. Ooh. I do want to play Dredge. I think I actually own Dredge. Can't remember. Can't remember a goddamn thing. I think Lux just finished Dredge. He was very... I think he liked it. I don't know if he was like super in love with it, but he liked it. Alright, where we... okay, so we're back here. So that middle one must be the way we're meant to go. Yeah, just whack him. I mean, we might escape and then we'll just talk to the Wyvern because I think that's our next spot. It feels very weird that we found the key item like immediately. Teleports the party out of dungeons using HP. The previous floor. Is that gonna take us out to the world map? No. Oh, so that's the previous floor that you were on. Interesting. Okay. I imagine as teleport is used, it'll use less health. Oh my god! It almost kills Guy. That's outrageous. What's that, like 90% of his health? What's the visual damage? It's like saying diabetes or the beaties. Hidden dumb joke or something. Wait, just die? Wow, you better be taking your meds. I just can't remember. I can't remember if you're diabetic or not. Let's use a cottage real quick, like. You are? Yeah, please. Okay, definitely. Please, definitely. Please definitely actually be taking your meds. I'm free-heading that joke. Fair, fair. Let's talk to the dragon. We seek your aid in destroying the Empire, our common foe. Will you help us? The Empire's poison already courses through my veins. I will not escape the fate that has befell my brood. Ask about the Dragoons. Shortly before the battle with the Empire, a Dragoon named Rickard set out to find the ultimate magic. Where he has gone, I do not know. I have one last request to make of you. Take this egg to the cavern north of here and submerge it in the life spring. It is the last remaining wyvern egg. If it's not submerged in the life spring soon, it will wither and die. Okay, yeah, we definitely need that. The wyvern egg, sick. Oh, shit! The egg, the last of the wyverns, take it to the life spring, I beg you. Alright, I'm gonna leave you to, I guess, die in peace. I've heard of the lowermost chambers of the cavern hold the life spring, the place the wyverns used as a hatchery. The wyvern's right in there. It's sound asleep right now. Sure, kid. Take it to the runway. The life runway. Right. So I think we're all back up to full everything. Yep. And we've already cleared most of the cavern of its treasure, so we can basically mainline this a little bit. He was fine. Last I spoke with him, he was totally doing fine. He lives on a farm now, kid. It's totally all right. Well, he's not our kid. We have to break shit to him. We don't have to do anything. He's not our responsibility. Right, I think this is the only way we have left to go. Oh, jeez. Definitely want to just fire everything. I like that magic is either disgustingly powerful or like not effective at all. I'm liking that. That's the way mages should be in video games. Spawn's going well. Got past the first level. Been dozing off and put it on the side. Proceed to forget how to play it. Forget to play it and play Kazan instead. Now we're here. I'm glad you're enjoying Spawn. And is Kazan still an absolute nightmare? So I think we didn't go down the stairs in the middle of this area. We went in there, murdered the last wyvern, then ran. Look, if the police ask, you haven't seen me, alright? I legally obtained this wyvern egg. I was actually busy the whole time. I was out all day. I was seeing my dearest mother. I swear to God. Oh, you forgot to play it. Oh, right. I don't want to admit it, but it's kind of boring. Oh no! I was talking to Spawn about some friends last night, and like, I really want Spawn to make a comeback, but like, I wonder if Spawn sort of like, not Spawn, but like Spawn's like enemies and stuff like that, like the world of Spawn, is inherently too edgy that like it would never get a pass these days. Like the kind of like villains that Spawn goes after, it's like this is like depressingly grim. Or like cartoonishly grotesque. Where it's like, yeah, in like 95 to like 2005, sure, why not? 2025? It's a bit yikes. There's a lot of cool things with it, but also it's slower than the Spider-Man games on PS1. Oof, that's quite slow. Aha. There was a Spawn PS2 game, I think. I don't know if I ever played that. I can't remember if it was good or not. Oh, that's what it was, the PS2 one. Oh, I see. I thought you were playing a PS1 for some reason. I don't know. Part is like because something has to make Spawn look like the lesser evil. True, but I feel like the Punisher does a similar thing, but is generally a little better, or doesn't have to go as hard into that kind of stuff. Alright, Lila is not great at the moment. She is on life support a little bit. I think formation. Put her at the back. The gloves, okay. Doesn't have to go as hard because Frank isn't the general of hell. But it's still like he's like the murderer that you're meant to sort of be like, okay, he's still the protagonist. No worries, Rumoon. Thoughts and prayers to your phone. I think like the being of hell is less of a deciding factor when you have characters like Ghost Rider. where Ghost Rider is also like this sort of like warrior of good from hell with what would classically be like evil powers, but doesn't have to do half the shit Spawn does. I don't know, I want to see like what the recent like Spawn comics are. If they're even like being made still. So 2011. Collected editions. Spawn Compendium number 7 was this. Is going to be September 9th this year. Spawn Compendium number 6 was last year. But I don't know if that's like new stuff. Spawn Origins has been coming out pretty steadily since 2009 into this year. Yeah, really, what's good, buddy? Hardcovers, deluxes, UK releases. I guess Spawn is still going then. What's it? Dude, I'm about to pick up some Spawn 2025 just to even see what that looks like. We'll play a kart race of almost anything. You're in it for the kart life. I respect that. I respect that. Spawn probably make for a decent palette cleanser after all the MCU dross. Probably, yeah. Honestly, yeah, I think the general public needs to be reminded that comics are more than just Marvel and DC. Most like the Punisher on Netflix was. That's what I'm low-key hoping things like Fantastic Four is going to be. Where it's like, yeah, it's a superhero outing, but like it's at least different enough. The films need their own identity. I think that's been a problem for me with the MCU, is like every movie just feels like another MCU movie. Where it's like, I kind of want to see these things be unique. I want to see different vibes in each like character's movies. I know it's not a newer game, but look at Splatterhouse. Sure, the main character isn't out here slaughtering the innocent or anything, but he still rips to shreds anyone that gets in his way to heal his life. Yeah. Oh yeah, the anti-heroes like that definitely exist. Sure. I might have to look at getting some. Does Image Comics have like a online like database that you can subscribe to and just like read everything? Because I know Marvel has like Marvel Unlimited, which is quite good. Once a year, I'll subscribe to Marvel Unlimited. And I'll read like 400 comics, then I'll subscribe. I think Fantastic Four will be okay. I think they're nosediving at the deep end, and the general audience aren't going to know what's going on. That's always a big worry, and I think that's a fair worry. And like, I would hope that audiences are sort of acclimatized to comic book superhero bullshit enough that they can go, Galactus is a big ass dude who just eats planets, and they go like, oh, okay, sure, yep, that's alright. Like, yeah, sure, that's fucking, it's comic book movies, whatever. I'll vibe. trying to get my dad to watch The Punisher on Netflix, and he asked me what the Punisher's superpower was. Oh, the Punisher's superpower is that he's really angry at crime. He really hates crime. But, like, yeah, Batman hates crime. But, like, the Punisher hates crime. Yeah, I mean, like, what other, like, comic movies, like, I mean, like, Hellboy gets movies every now and again, and, like, they always seem to be, like, fine to okay. I'd be curious if Splatterhouse has a comic. If Splatterhouse doesn't have a comic, I'd be surprised. The potential Franklin Richards thing will utterly break the MCU. It can't handle such a thing. I'm already concerned about how the Void is going to be impacted. So the Void, I think, is going to be that classic friendship wins kind of movie. And I think it's the kind of thing that, like, it kind of makes sense. Like, the Void is an unstoppable force. You're not meant to be able to punch the Void. Like, it's all about bringing the Sentry back out. So I think that's kind of like one of the one movies where the power of friendship will actually work in its favor. This is a mid-card, but only a way of promoting the game. Go figure. Oh, this. Interesting. Okay. Cute. Do you think Ghost Runner should get a remake? How are you feeling about the Nick Cage one? Oh, Ghost Rider. I would love more Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider is a very cool I think Ghost Rider is a very cool character. I would like to see more Ghost Rider. Yeah, Puppy's welcome back. I think you missed much. I think we're talking about like the MCU and like I think MCU properties having their own identity is really important. What are we doing here? And I'm really hoping that Fantastic Four is going to be the beginning of that. If you're a Final Fantasy Kart Racer, wow, come for the jugular, why don't you? Steam Trainer, I hope you're doing well, bud. I hope your weekend is doing well. Copy's coming down. It's alright. You're all good. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I would love a new Ghost Rider movie. I have a soft spot for the Nick Cage ones, just because Nick Cage is fucking mental in his games. And like, so like, sure, why not? I don't hate it. But I'd like to see, honestly, I want to see Robbie Rees, Ghost Rider, in the get some MCU money. I know he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I've never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yo, Plush! No way, is that Eevee streaming right now in front of my very eyes? In front of your very eyes. In your back garden, let me in. An acid vial. Interesting. Acid downwards that deals poison. Okay, cool. Well, what's up? We're doing good today. We're just playing some Final Fantasy 2 and talking about like superhero and comics shit, and like what do we want to see from it all. And honestly, I want to see more. I want to see more variety. So I think Fantastic Four is a step in the right direction. To the point that like I might make a point of going to the cinema and watching Fantastic Four. Like I might be the change, trying to enact the change I want to see, and you're like, look, I did my part. I put my £20 in this £1 billion that this film makes. And the fact that I haven't gone to see I haven't seen a Marvel movie in cinema in like maybe 7 years. Let's heal up some. Give me a Ghost Rider Cowboy movie, you fucking cowards. Honestly. Dude, have you seen the the Ghost Rider World War II tank crew. It's some of the fucking coolest shit in video games because it's so stupid, but it's really cool. It's an entire tank crew as Ghost Rider, but they're rather than having like a motorbike or a car, they have their tank, and it's a bunch of fiery skeletons crewing a tank, just rolling around in World War II. There's not been a lot of it. There's been like 4 like images in all of like publication history, but it's some of the fucking the coolest stuff. I love it. How do we get down there then? I just want myself a Marvel product that does something other than generically funny dialogue with quirky teams. Yep. I'm done with movie theaters. Much prefer stream movies on my big ass OLED with headphones on, getting blasted at the whole time. That's fair. Tank 666. Yeah, dude, that's it. Pays remasters for adding the maps. The maps are, I feel, mandatory. A friend and I have been slowly playing through Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and it's so weird because I know the bare minimum about Marvel, so I'm just like, he looks cool, I guess. It's also, so Violet, Marvel Ultimate Alliance is very much the Ultimates universe, which was a big side project at the time. So you had the mainline universe, and then you had the Ultimate universe, which is an alternate universe that was meant to be like darker and edgier, and sort of remade for like a new audience. So like the Marvel that you're seeing in Ultimate Alliance is not mainline like Marvel. It's really strange that like that's how big this alternate universe was, that it was getting whole ass video games with no explanation. Got a trailer that appears to be an ad break. Just seems to be the exact same stuff we've been getting since the Avengers got released. Yeah, I feel like the Thunderbolts is gonna be like more of the same. I was saying this last night to a friend of mine. There's a certain element of superhero movies are like nerd soap operas, and that's kind of okay. It's safe, it's reliable. You know, you're gonna get a couple films every year. There's usually something to watch. You can be constantly picking up with something. It's like your soap operas. You know it's gonna go week in, week out for 30 years, and that's kind of okay. Like, not everything has to be like brand new. I've never seen anything like this before. Yo, Lemonade, welcome, buddy. Musluts. And so I haven't made a comic line that's MCU. Literally those variations of the characters and their side adventures. There is time for the comics. There is actually a lot of MCU-isms that have bled through back into the comics. And some people are like, there are elements of the comic reading audiences that are very upset at that. They're like, I think Tony Stark has gone through a fundamental change since MCU Tony Stark and Iron Man has been around. I think Captain America's costumes have changed a bit since MCU Captain America has been around. You definitely get some things have changed. I miss going to the movies with my friends. Most of them can't drive, their work shifts take up the entire day. Last time I went by myself wasn't the best experience. So there's a premium cinema near me called Tivoli. It's a bit of like it's an upscale, a bit more like a wanky cinema. It's not like a Cineworld kind of thing. It's the same price, but like their food and drink are like twice the price. But if you buy like a drink and then like I just sneak in a chocolate bar, like you get like a little sofa, you get loads of foot room, you get like basically table service. It's way better. Like, and I've actually like I only see movies I'm genuinely really interested in, rather than going like, it's there, I'll see it. Like how soap operas, how Saw movies are kind of like horror soap operas. I think it's to say like slashes are like horror soap operas. Have you seen the trailer for him? Yes, that looks very cool. Yeah. Him looks really cool. I just don't want new, just don't want the same thing all the time. Bonus points if the dialogue doesn't feel like it was written by an August 20 something. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think it's a fair ask. Oh god, Revenants? No. So yeah, I'm tempted to go see Fantastic Four just because it's doing something different, at least visually. Thunderbolts, I don't really care that much. Like, I might watch it on streaming, but that's about it. But like, I saw Alien Romulus in cinema, really liked it. Really good experience. We saw Nosferatu in cinema, and like that was a really good experience. Like, we're watching very specific, very curated movies at the cinema, and we're trying to do that at least a little bit more, like once every other month. Chimera after egg. That's right, Goy. I need some to edit Friday the 13th to be like an old Mexican telenovela with dramatic camera zooms and shit. Hell yes. You did not like Romulus? I fucking loved Romulus. Romulus was so much fun. There was the one fly in the ointment for Romulus was they were a little bit heavy-handed with a lot of the callbacks. Can't be doing with that. Can't be doing that shit. But I think Romulus is top 3 Alien movies for me. I just go Aliens, Alien, Alien, Romulus for me. How much is it over a lot of bigger movies? It's like the Netflix effect. Same type of camera, so there's a sort of symmetry with all the properties. So people can look at them and know that it's Netflix. That makes sense. I'm not surprised that exists. Yo, Lux, she done slur, bitch. Lux, how you doing, bud?
Keep it all inside.
I don't know if the camera has any weaknesses. You just woke up? I hate that for you. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Blaze 7. Yikes. Oh dear. Lila's gonna get fucking mullered then. As in your walk on? You do! I mean, there's not a lot of point in top 3 Alien movies because 1 and 2 are going to be variations of Aliens. Yeah, but I actually do like Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. I even like Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Like, do I think every Alien movie is good? No. Do I like them all? Actually, yeah. I actually do. I want the biggest roadblock in first Berserker. So far I found an absolute cheese. So the question stands in a hammer of this caliber where he's meant to be purposely difficult. Would you take the cheese or try to push your way through legitimately? It depends how fed up I am. Waking up late, snogging me cat, terrible, just awful. Liking Prometheus is wild. I mean, like is a strong word, maybe. I did find like passionately objectionable. I thought it made I made some really dumb choices, but like overall, like it's fine. It's a popcorn chugging movie. Alien 3 is kind of I like, honestly, there was things in Alien 3 that I did like. Resurrection's fun, but shit. Yeah, Resurrection is a good bad movie. But that translates to I like it. I like good bad movies. That's better then. Aragorn has one of those Aragorn kicks the helmet moments where Ripley throws the basketball. Someone mentions that every time. Yeah. Key items, Wyvern egg. A popcorn chicken movie? I mean, a popcorn chugging movie. You're just there to chug non-stop popcorn. Sinks gently to the bottom of the spring. Rests deep at the bottom of the life spring. Okay, cool. We did it. We're gonna get the rest of the treasures in this area then. Jug, I think I mushed the words together, to be honest. So I think you're all right. It's one of those bosses that's very much trial and error, but you die before you can actually trial it. Yeah, honestly, if you're fed up, cheese it. I'm alright with that. If Aliens came out today, people would shun it because it's so different. Oh, absolutely, yeah. If Aliens came out today, people would tear it to shreds. It's Blizzard and Warp? Okay, cool. That's fine. For Noe Hawkley's take on Alien. Is that the Alien Earth series? Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. It's interesting to see how... I mean, like... Aliens getting to Earth has been, like... the trigger point for, like, the bad guys win. In the Aliens universe for like a long time. So like the aliens actually getting to Earth is like a, okay, how do you make that a TV show? And like how does that ever like how do we carve out the aliens from the Earth after they're already here? 'Cause I'm curious about it for sure. So oh dude, if Alien came out today, people would absolutely call it woke. Absolutely. And that makes me sad. No Harley also did Legion of Fargo. Oh hell yeah! In all, it would be if Aliens tried to beat Alien at all, it would be was an inferior copy. It needs to do something else. They go shopping for intestines. Shopping, I like that. Aliens kind of killed the threat and danger of the alien. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like. In Aliens, the cast of characters that you had were far better trained, far more well armed. Like it was a completely different situation, I think. Like you forget in Alien, they're not trained soldiers. They're a bunch of space truckers. Sorry, I got a mustache hair going crawling my nose. The fact that Ripley survived at all was a miracle. The fact that the squad of Marines in Aliens got anywhere at all was because they were trained soldiers. This is largely just to make my head look big. There was a book that I read, one of the Aliens novels, where aliens did get to Earth and it was an apocalypse setting. Basically, I think Weyland Yuan-Ti successfully like put a computer or a brain chip in a alien queen and was controlling it, and they brought her to Earth. But of course she broke free, and like the entire hive that was under her control, and therefore like by extension the control of the company, broke loose. So it was like some people had like. There was control over some drones, and then some drones were like free agents, and it was a fucking mess. And it was basically like, yeah, Earth is done. I was like, oh, okay. This is how like humans became a solely spacefaring race, and not like we have a home planet. It's all how all media worked in the 80s. They actually thought things had to be different than the first ones. Then eventually producers realized they could just repeat the first. I think there's definitely a commonality there. Ripley survived because of D. Horror movies are the exception.
Nice shot!
That. And I think horror movies for a long time were like very counterculture. I think in part because of that. Because some you can't deal with in the shadowy monster because it bleeds acid to a bug hunt. But that was the start of the slope to AVP 2, where the aliens are getting dealt with by a bunch of rednecks and then fours. Kinda, yeah, but I think the way you're phrasing it, I don't know if you're intending to do this, the way you're phrasing that feels like you're saying that like you can't go back to the horror. And Romulus says the existence of Romulus says you absolutely can. I don't know if that's what you're intending to say, but that's the way I'm reading it, and I know text is an imperfect way of communication when I have the luxury of speaking rather than just writing text. Who wins, Xenomorph or Borg? Woof. Like, I kind of want to say Xenomorph, but, like, it depends. Do the Borg manage to convert some of the Xenomorphs? Because if they manage that, it's a hard thing. Because the Borg I think would absolutely see a lot of value in the Xenomorph. But would the Borg see him as like a what was it in Voyager? Was it species something or other from the fluid universe, or whatever? Whereas like this is a species that the Borg just cannot handle. They're just so different. Like, they're not working on the same like biological. A472, that's the one. Yeah. Would it be another situation like that? Where the Borg are like, we just don't get it. We can't even make a start. And so the Borg kind of like, in a weird way, throw their toys out the pram, throw their hand to the angle, like, I don't know what to do with it. So we're either going to run away, or we're going to try and exterminate it. You know? I'm behind on Romulus. Should watch You should. I think people should watch Romulus. Fully, with my whole chest. I feel like the Borg would decimate. I feel the Borg would decimate them. The Borg Queen. There is a horde of Xenomorph on our ship, massacring our drones. Teleport them into the vacuum of space. That's very true. The sort of the tech levels of Star Trek versus Alien are very different. Yo, Mojo, what's good, buddy? How are you doing today? I think a lot of it depends on how quickly do the Borg learn about how the Xenomorphs operate. I feel like the Borg are like, kind of like that annoying... they're kind of that annoying, like, who wins? Superman or Batman with prep time? And it's like, if the Borg have prep time, the Borg win. But if the Borg don't have prep time, I don't know if they'd win. Generally, movie returns horror very well. Honestly, I know Plush I think might passionately disagree with me, but I think what do you call it? Covenant is it? I mean, we also haven't had that many Alien movies. Like, Prometheus is doing something completely different. Alien Covenant is like a continuation of like middling Aliens films, to be honest. And then like the AVP movies, I think they don't really count as Alien movies. They're doing something completely different. Like, they're not trying to be Alien movies.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Okay. Had a vote call. Great. Borg vs. Xeno is kind of a non-battle. If a cube gets an infestation, they can just destroy the cube and they move on with their day. I know it's in Alien to Aliens, the Xenomorphs are annoyingly resilient to the vacuum of space. And it's always like, oh, the alien was, like, there was that one egg left on a bit of the ship that wasn't completely incinerated. And then as soon as that opens up, well, we're fucked again. How much more time Batman has? Superman can pinpoint laser him straight through his left nut from space, right? And there's a great movie somewhere where we edited the first movies from Prometheus together. The lore is just a bit fucked. I think there's also like the It is the common sort of factoid that people drop out with Prometheus, where it's like, oh, this movie was decimated on in the cutting room. Like, it was edited to shit, and that was the main problem. And I can see that. Honestly, I see that. I can very much see that in Prometheus. It was trying to do a little bit too much. It was edited very fucking heavily, and it just kind of lost its way. But I think Aliens is in a good position. Like, Alien Isolation was amazing. Alien Isolation is getting a sequel as well. Romulus I had a fantastic time with. Alien Earth looks like it could be really, really interesting. So I think, like, you're not getting a complete media smorgasbord like you are with comics and shit, but like, it's a pretty good time to be an Alien fan, I think. Love the theming in the lore of Prometheus. It just feels huge, but something is just missing. It does a lot right, but it's got no heart, is what it feels like. If an egg survives to infect another cube, then rinse repeat. Not sure how annoyingly resilient Xeno would be to a Borg cube blowing its water core. And a possible other ship. I mean, like, you say that, but part of what makes the Xenomorph so dangerous is A, the element of surprise, and like B, like, people very, very, like, once there's an infestation, it's very difficult to counter it. And like, this is assuming the Borg know as soon as there's one egg, they're like, delete the whole ship. Usually, the Xenomorph are like, they'll get like a couple of eggs. They'll get their queen up and running. They'll start mass egg production before anyone even knows that there's aliens there to begin with. Like it's, if you know they're there, yeah, you cut them off straight away. But they're ambush predators, and that's kind of what they do. So it's difficult to go like, it's hand wave it. Like, I think like it depends on a lot of different things, and to like just cut and like call it, like cut and dry. I don't know. I don't think I'm there. I saw AVP in the cinema because my mates love the games. I wonder, can the Borg be infected by the facehugger? Can they even incubate? Maybe. That's the thing. Like, is there enough biological material for them to actually incubate in there? Knight's armor? Fucking sick. Probably gonna take 1 or 2 cubes lost to learn that. Borgs are famous for adapting, but there are things in canon in Star Trek that they cannot adapt to. That continues to be a problem for them. And like the problem that they couldn't adapt to, famously Species 874, whatever it was a biological species. Like, they just could not figure it out. So there is precedent in Star Trek canon for them to struggle against something kind of similar to the Xenomorphs. The most question could be, could the Borg assimilate the Xenomorph? And that's where, it's sort of, that's where a big part of it lies. I will say, as a big fan of Star Trek, the adaptability of the Borg is fucking stupid. Oh no, Captain, our lasers cannot penetrate the shield now because they moved to a decimal point to their frequency. It does feel a little hand-wavy of like, rather, like, they have to keep being a problem. They have to, they want them to be this like, this is something that we just cannot overcome. But the whole thing of Star Trek is, as characters, we learn and adapt to new situations as we meet new aliens and meet new moral quandaries. And then here comes the Borg of like, that needs to be like the ultimate, problem. And like, there is like Okay, so they're gonna adapt again and again and again. There's a loss of impact of seeing that repeatedly. Could you simulate something with acidic blood? I don't know. Is there anything that is resistant to like being melted by that kind of blood? The shields are set to 7 and our laser set to 6. What do you do? What do we do? Change to channel 4. SPC-8472 was the peak biological specimen. Xenos can be easily destroyed. See, you're saying things like they're actual facts, and like we ultimately don't know. Like, arguably in the Alien universe, the Xenomorph is the peak biological specimen. So like, this is where we get into the whole like, who would win, Goku or Superman? And the real true answer, really, is whoever the writer needs to win at the time. Is the ultimate answer that we end up circling the drain around, you know? I call my ass off fluidic space. It's really remembering that Star Trek canon nerfs the Borg to the point where Archer can deal with them in his rinky-dink Warp 5 ship without shields. Yeah, that's like sort of like, I mean, like, we see this in a lot of other things as well, like the fucking, the Daleks in Doctor Who. Like, the Dalek were meant to be like, oh, when these guys turn up, like, the world is ending. And then it turns out, oh, they can be Monster of the Week now. It's like, okay. They're much less, they're much less. Has the Alien franchise ever shown the race of aliens that were based off? Kind. I think that's kind of what Prometheus was trying to get towards. And certainly bioweapons, yeah. Alien Xenomorphs are technically the black goo, I think, ultimately. So are they even a race? Yeah, they're kind of not. They're kind of like, they're a single-celled organism that's highly adaptable to infecting people, and like, then it's bio science, sci-fi, hand-wavery shit. I'm still waiting for Aliens vs. Predator vs. Jason vs. Freddy vs. The Evil Dead. Honestly, I would watch that. Zach, I would happily watch that. Unless there are stairs. No, look, the Daleks fly now. They've conquered stairs. They made a point of it. It's all this escalation until like the zero-sum sort of fucking end of it all. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. To be fair, Enterprise is basically one of the earliest canons, so the Borg wouldn't be as advanced. Potentially, yeah, there's an argument for that. Ash vs. Evil Dead was such a great cheesy watch. I love Ash vs. Evil Dead. Daleks are fun to make fun of. There's a Sailor Moon meme of Daleks flying around on the internet. Really? Hell yeah. Imagine the black hole from X-Files is actually Xenomorph goo. I would love. Can we get X-Files finds Alien? There was a Marvel versus Alien comic recently that I need to read. Where the Venom symbiote bonds with a facehugger, which is very cool. Ash vs. Evil Dead was okay. I like the Evil Dead. I like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness the most of that particular group of media content. Honestly, I've seen 2 seasons of Ash vs. Evil Dead, but Evil Dead 1, 2, 3 I really like. The remake of Evil Dead I thought was good fun, but kind of fine. Evil Dead Rise I really liked. Evil Dead Rise was really, really good fun. You didn't finish Ash vs. Evil Dead because I heard it got cancelled and assumed it wouldn't be a satisfying ending. Yeah, that's a fair point. There's the one where they move in with the Predator. Gave big Odd Couple vibes. I was trying to parse what you were asking. I was like, was one of the characters in Evil Dead Rise a predator? When you said predator, I didn't think predator of the Predator movies. I thought like child predator. I was like, was that plot line in that film? I don't think it was. I don't think I remember that. My brain was like, do I remember things? You got the Venom face. Okay, fair. No, it's alright. I completely missed it. Even if Rise is a good time, watch the last Halloween. Hopefully they follow up with all 3 books have been found. I want to know what happens if they're brought together in the modern day. Hell yeah. Yeah, I want more Evil Dead Rise. That film was good fun. Right, we are going... I don't know where we're going now. I think we're going back to Altair. I want to know where the Hellraiser series is at these days. Like, I remember watching like Hellraiser 1 to 6 in like a fever dream. And then like there's been movies since, but like I cannot for the life of you remember what any of them were. A new movie a few years ago? Yeah, I know there was like there was a new Pinhead. There's been a couple of new Pinheads. There's one where like there was like a reboot where like it was Pinhead but it was all messy and covered in blood, which was like nah. Didn't look very good. And there was Pinhead, but it was like Lady Pinhead, and like that looks fucking sick. I'm down for that. You opened the box, I came. Happens all the time, man. Oh no, crying. It's such a waste of good suffering. There's so many hard lines in those movies, man. Lady Pinhead is woke, and I love it. She's cool as hell, man. But yeah, I don't even know where they're streaming. Love CD pen. Oh, the DJ that could turn into a Cenobite. Yeah, just fires CDs at people and chops them up. It's so funny. That's kind of one of the things I really like about it's one of the things I really like about Hellraiser is like if you become a demon or like a Cenobite, you become a Cenobite based on like what you were in life, and like sometimes if you were just the doofiest motherfucker, you got an embarrassing Cenobite. I was like it's so harsh. It's so harsh. What would my Cenobite be? Oh my god, I have no idea. I mean, like, I'm such a gobby little bitch that, like, either, like, just inane chatter. Just irritating to be around. Like, you know, like the chatterer Cenobite, but, like, I'm just talking bullshit all the time. Or, it'll be one of those where it's like, I get my mouth sewn shut. It's one of the two. There's no in between. A fire alarm Cenobite. No, the fire alarm Cenobite is actually the most insidious one. Because it doesn't actively hunt you or kill you. It's just every 2 hours it goes beep. And that's it. That's it. It's just like water torture. Just every 2 hours. Beep. And it just kind of looks freaky. I think there's a Cenobite in the house. It's just in the walls, just like beep. And that's it. I'm here for it. I like it. I think in the book they're meant to be androgynous. So what's the fucking issue? I don't know if anyone. I think there was a little bit of backlash about that one already, but I don't think there was a huge amount. I don't think people give a shit enough about Hellraiser to really like have a lot of people angry tweeting. There are 2 movies that I'm reminded of that I want more lore of. I want a prequel to Cabin in the Woods and 13 Ghosts. Hell yes. Hell yes. Cabin in the Woods and 13 Ghosts are banger movies. Alright, I think we need to go this way. I say my smoke alarm is a demon. I'm not saying it's not a demon. Not every 2 hours, you gotta be unpredictable. 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 23 seconds. There we go, there it is. Now it's demonic. Junior pleasure movie, it's bad yet great. Oh, dude, I love it. I'm strange to I try to speak to her and all she does is laugh. Could the king's death have disturbed her so deeply? I don't know what I can do to help her. Would you try speaking to her for me? I don't know where she is. Matthew Lillard becoming a hot daddy is just the best. Honestly, Matthew Lillard was always hot. I know what it was. Like, I don't know why people... It feels like people are slow up on this. Like in Scream, absolutely. In Hackers, actually, kind of, yeah. Cube? Oh, dude, Cube is so good. There's a genre of movies that are all that vibe. It's clearly early 2000s horror movies like Cube, Event Horizon. Event Horizon, I love Event Horizon being a Warhammer 40k movie. I love that narrative. I really do. Cube is so good. Has fucking Monk in it? It does. Which I thought it was also pretty good despite autism representation being a thing. Was it, was that character explicitly said to have autism, or was it just they had some sort of a disability? But yeah, I can see it not playing too well these days. But that's one of those things where it's like, this movie is a product of its time. And he actually, it was named out as autism. Early 2000s mental health representation. Yeah, of course, it was never going to be good. It was never going to be fair. But I like that, like, from what I remember of Cube, like, he was never a bad guy because of his autism, because he couldn't function. His autism was an obstacle, but like it never made him a bad person, as far as I remember. Like, he was never a villain because of it. It was just the frustrations of dealing with a non-verbal person in such a high-stress environment. I remember that part of Cube, but I haven't seen it in ages. My gut's telling me it's Lawrence Fishburne's character, but I can't remember. No, there was a character who basically was non-verbal, like the whole like rocking back and forth, like sort of like tapping. I think doing like a lot of stim tapping sort of stuff. And like with like sort of figuring out like the maths behind how the cube operates, the autistic guy gets it. But like the rest of the characters cannot get that information from him, which leads a lot of these characters to be very not okay with that. But yeah, I know if I was trapped in that same environment, I'd have to do Master Escape, but just kill myself. Honestly, I'd find the room that has the quickest, painless, like, death trap, and I'd throw myself into that. I'd be like, whatever, I'm not getting out of this. Oh, not survive the environment. I have autism. I can't math at all. I mean, that's the thing, like, there's the stereotypes of autism, and there's actual autism, and some people are not blessed with the maths autism. I'd be dead first. I'd race to it. Movie has the creepiest looking monster ever. I just because of god awful CGI. Lost in Space with Joey. I don't think I've ever seen that. Instead of throwing boots to test the room, just we throw you. Just like, I'll be the boots. I'll be the boots. Like whatever bits of my body you can get back, like just continue to use that. Just use my meat. It's fine. There's something. Sorry, we're gonna get through this, and then like I think I might have to run in a hot second. But yes, I love Cube. I love Event Horizon. I love Event Horizon so much. I'm surprised we didn't get more Event Horizon, because like the way Event Horizon ends, like no one won in Event Horizon. It's just people didn't lose as badly as other people. So like I'm surprised Event Horizon was not expanded upon a lot. There's something I would like to discuss with you. We'll be waiting outside. Oh, only main character gets to hear this? Trash. Come to me, Freon. Oh boy. I will do what I have to. Your Highness, why are you just standing there? I don't enjoy being teased. Now you're mine, Freon. What have you done with the princess? Not so fast, you scurvy snake. I mean, she just got hotter. I don't know what to tell you. There was a lot of cuts from the film. Was there really? Butcher the Edgery. It was meant to be a really hard 18 movie. And all these quick flashes of body horror you see were meant to be more prominent. Really? I didn't know that one. I actually didn't know about that. I wonder if we can get like a cut where it is 18. Put all that stuff back in. We need a version with all those gory images not flashing past or complete cut from the film. You all know so much more about this film than I did. I'm such a fake fan. I don't know how much health this character has. Let's stand up, see what it does. Okay, 100's not bad. Oh shit. Freon is the one that is carrying the party, huh? I like I thought you said, a flabby skank. Flabby skank is incredible. Or a protect ring, oh yeah. That style of movie has yet to come back. They're all too clean. Give me the grunge, give me the cheap. I want to see walls wobble when I shout. Yeah, dude. I feel like unknowable cosmic horror is making a comeback, but we need it to be really gritty and grotty like Event Horizon was. Well, the fucking post, yeah. Bring back Sam Neill, just have him do the exact same performance. Yeah, word for word. Just bring Sam Neill back. Just how much of that did you see? Ugh, and I don't know, I should be letting your guard down around fetching young ladies, I'd say. Where real princess? I have terrible news. We've just heard of a tournament that's being held in Palamecia. The Princess Hilda is the prize. I'm coming with you. I want to help you rescue Hilda. Don't worry, I know just how you feel, Cam. Me and the boys will manage your army. I run a tight ship, no need to fret over us. Gordon's back. Sick. Move on. There we go. A really very interesting summary. Movies have shifted into making 5 films on a budget of 100 million each instead of 100 films on a budget of 50 million. So they're much less likely to take any risks. That I can see that. I can see that for sure. Nick Cage did a few cosmic horrors. What are the standouts? Apparently it's just math. Like there's a high percentage of chance of making a return. It's sad. It's capitalism. Yeah, it used to be. I remember there was the sort of thing passed around where movies would make 100 movies, or film studios would make 100 movies, and expect 1 or 2 of them to recount the costs of the other 98. And that's generally how those films went. Whereas now each film has to be a banger. Which I think we were kind of hoping with like the rise of things like Netflix that like we'd see more of that, like smaller new money studios and productions being more willing to take a chance on weird shit. Color Space, do you recommend watching? It was really good. If studios filming, editing, and basically having ready for films and then just never showing them because it's more economical to write them off, yeah. It's been to be weird. Came out shortly after Mandy, which you have seen. Fucking mental, makes no sense, and I think I love it. Maybe I was like, I think I love it. I'm not hugely sure. I think I love it. So I want to die a gruesome death, please. 100%. Die for the sake of dude, Warner Brothers is such just a disgusting company the way they operate. Like across the board, Warner Brothers are horrible. Right, gang. It's about 4. I'm gonna get out of here because I think we're gonna go onto a big section. So I'm gonna call it, friends. Here we go. Is the hive mind we're experiencing or something we have similar opinions on? I think it's we're all very, very we're all very into the we're all very into the same sort of movies. We are the Borg. Dude, I fucking love the Borg, man. A technological and biological distinctiveness will be added to our own. And you're gonna love it, and you're gonna like it. And you're gonna like it. Right, who are we gonna say hi to? Who are we gonna go say hi to? I reckon. Are the Borg woke? Oh, they're so woke, man. They're so woke, it's crazy. I reckon we got either... Man, we've raided all these people quite recently. Who have we not? Imagine a Republican Borg. Imagine the Borg, they fucking assimilate Republicans and they just stop assimilating people. Like that's like they assimilate like a biggest xenophobe bigger ever, and they're like, actually, no more. We don't any more. They assimilate white one. You've been summoned by Borg Human Resources. Oh no. Right, I reckon. Let's go see KJ. KJ's lovely. We know it. We know KJ. We all know KJ. Right, gang. There's your message. I'll be back on Monday playing some more Resi 4 Remake. Yo, Jade. What's good, buddy? Diablo, we don't discriminate, we assimilate. I actually fucking love that. Can I get that as a tattoo, please? Hell yes. Hell yes. Every time. See a Black Mirror episode and the idea of the Borg only assimilating white people. I've never seen Black Mirror. Apparently Black Mirror is back and it's the new series is good. Apparently Black Mirror is back and it feels a lot more British and gritty. Rebrand the stream as DEI Borg. Honestly though, if I was more passionate about Star Trek, I might. Thank you, Lux. Thank you for immortalizing that. I love it. Right, I'm gonna get out of here because the timer is going. Go say hi to KJ. He's fucking lovely. I love you all. I'll see you maybe Monday. Who knows? Have a great weekend, friends. See you later. Bye.